Ooh-wee.
Hey, Fluent, that was an amazing episode yesterday too, by the way.
It was a great episode.
And now I'm more fluent.
all-
Yo, when you
all I-
start
that's
dropping
all I
those, that's when I'd be like, all right, Fluent's in his element right now.
Yo, Fluent, I watched that video of that dude who do them layups that look like travels. I can't get down with that. I can't get down with it.
Bro.
I can't get down with that shit, bro.
That's
What
why
video
I
you
sent
talking
that
about?
to the chat. You remember what
That
that
dude,
dude I sent
he
you
do
the
the hop step and then he
Oh,
It's like
he manipulates the rules because
He manip-
technically it's not a travel based off the rules, but it's like, bro, stop.
Technically, there's this one where he does like a hop step, looks like he's shooting, he comes down,
Yes.
takes another under,
Yes.
under, and I'm like, technically by rule, it's not a travel, but I'm telling you right now, and I've refed, I'll call it a travel every time, even though I know it's not. And two, if he ever tries that on the black court, I'm punching him. If he's
yeah, word, though. Hard foul, hard foul,
like
hard
bro,
foul,
ban
hard
him from
foul.
playing basketball.
It's
Bro.
a hard foul for that.
That's what
Hard
I'm
foul.
saying, bro. That
Word.
boy really go. Fights are gonna be at an all time high.
Oh, yeah.
Look, I
That's
just realized
ridiculous.
something. I just realized
That's
something.
so
There's a lot of red up in here. Like I see Kurt with the red. Bama got red on.
Man,
This is
fuck
crazy.
Alabama.
First off, don't be disrespectful.
Fight on, SE.
Crimson.
Fight on, SE.
Full tide.
We want Bama in the playoffs.
The last time y'all was gonna beat us was with OJ Simpson. Y'all would never beat us again. And that was because we were just too far behind the times. We didn't want to have no black players.
Yeah, they ain't with no brothers.
We went and got Walter Lewis, and we went and won the national championship the very next year. We won. Oh my God, boy. I love Bama though, boy. Racism and all.
You know what's my favorite Alabama moment ever? The kick six. The kick six. The kick six. Greatest moment of my life.
Hey, y'all want to know
That's
something so
crazy.
funny?
That's
Y'all want to know something so funny? The dude that ran the kick six back picked the ball off in the back of the end zone versus my high school quarterback and ran it back 109 yards in high school. He got multiple 109 yards on his resume. Bebe, that was his name. Chris Bebe,
Yeah.
they fool with
Yeah.
too. Picked the ball off back of the end zone, tiptoed, stayed in bounds, ran that shit all the way back down the sideline. Dead ass. Like he
Been
known
doing
for
that.
shit.
Yeah,
Like,
been doing. He from Alabama? He
yeah,
from
Birmingham.
Yeah.
Yep.
Birmingham.
Went to Woodland. Well, he went to Hayes. They closed that school down, but he ended up going to Woodland.
That's crazy.
Yeah. They played for the Alabama Ice. That's that shit. When I was talking about with AAU, bro, wake up 7 in the morning. You got to play them, DeMarcus Cousins, all of them boys. They all stacked on one team.
Imagine you wake up, have a bowl of cereal, and you got to go play against DeMarcus Cousins in high school.
It was DeMarcus Cousins, Eric Bledsoe, all of them boys. They played.
Oh, yeah, I forgot DeMarcus and Bledsoe played together.
Yeah.
And where you at, man? Where's the brick wall? I like the brick wall.
I know Ben ain't outside on the block.
Nah, I ain't outside. It's been
I like that brick wall.
I like
Are you
that.
gonna
crazy
introduce
actions,
our
man.
guests, Ron, or what's going on, bro?
it's been some crazy actions outside, man. I know you kind of from the, block side streets. It's crazy right over there.
All right.
Finna blow this bitch down. You better go inside before we
Yes,
get back.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Well, what's up, Ben? You ready to turn up today?
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much you about to turn up today?
A 12.
12? Yeah. Okay. Hey, what's good to everybody in the chat? Everybody filing in. Y'all say what's up to us. Y'all talk to us in the chat today. We need y'all on the 12 too. All right. Turn up for us. Yo, my man Super Kurt. What's going on with you, boy?
Nothing. I've been seeing a lot of different takes on here. I'm excited to see what you guys have to say about some of the topics we got today.
Okay.
We got a good show.
Is it anything in specific that you heard that might need to be addressed right now?
I mean, it doesn't need. I don't know if we got to address it right now, but
is there any pressing matters that you have with any panelists up here?
I definitely, and even as an Eagles fan, right? I heard that the gap between Dak and Jameis, the gap between Dak and Jalen Hurts wasn't that big, and I don't think I could get behind that one.
Why not?
Because I think that Jalen Hurts is still developing. He hasn't shown enough to be able to be on the consistent level of offensive talent that Dak has shown. Even though he's had a lot of weapons earlier in his career, even the past couple of years, he's proven that he can still be someone that can lead an offense to high volume scoring numbers during the regular season. I think we'll see that from Jalen Hurts this year. Not trying to jinx it, as I stated before, I'm an Eagles fan, but I mean, we'll see. I don't think he's just shown it yet. I think he can be that, but I don't think he's shown it yet.
Do you think Dak could take a team to a championship?
I think
that's the question. Do you think Dak could win the championship? Not the offensive numbers what he could do a season. Do you think he can win three playoff games and win a Super Bowl?
I think that.
Are you talking about on any team?
I think that neither
on his team right now.
Okay.
The Cowboys to a Super Bowl.
Why does that even matter when we're comparing Jameis Winston?
We're not comparing Jameis Winston.
That's a take that he disagreed with.
We're talking about Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts.
Oh, Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I'm just asking.
But even in that, you're right. He doesn't present that to you. Like, he can't do that, but neither can Jalen Hurts. Neither of them have shown that that's something that they're capable of doing right now. So I don't get that point.
No, I'm asking because my point by asking you that is Jalen Hurts is in year 3? This will be his year 3, but really I'm gonna say this is year 2 because the first year it's really year 2. And the only reason I'm asking that is because you kind of see a guy and you kind of figure out by year 3, 4, I think this guy can take us to a championship. And Dak has had more time than Jalen Hurts has. So that's why I'm asking. That's the only reason I'm asking. The only reason I think I said they weren't too far off is really more so just nobody's really proven anything yet. So that's why I feel like because my biggest stat when it comes to quarterbacks is winning. I think winning is a quarterback stat always. So that's all. That's why I was asking.
I disagree, but at least that means you have Tom Brady as your GOAT.
Oh yeah, hands down. Yeah, hands down. Hands down my GOAT.
At this point, is there anyone who doesn't have Tom Brady as a GOAT?
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm sure you're aware that there are plenty of people on TikTok that say, well, Tom Brady's defenses and Aaron Rodgers really.
Yeah.
And then it's like, all right, come on now.
Yeah. It's always usually Rodgers too. It's usually always like the Rodgers, like Rodgers. I'd rather have Peyton Manning.
Well, who is valid to be in the GOAT discussion with Brady?
Nobody to me, nobody.
And that's it.
He has separated himself, I think, at this point where it's like him and then the field. Like it's not
facts.
He has the talent. He has the footwork, the athleticism. I mean, not the athleticism.
If you think about not the athleticism, but yeah, I think you're right. The talent, longevity,
everything else,
the titles, the accolades, the number one longevity, completions, touchdowns. Like he's got everything. Like there's nothing.
I agree. I think in football too, like compared to like the NBA, right, where you got 5 players on the court. And so, like, your 2 best guys could manipulate an entire game. Like, Kyrie, LeBron have 40 points that can win you a playoff game. But in football, there's, like, so many other variables because you got offense, defense, special teams that I think it's almost I think it's way more impressive to win 7 rings in a game of football because there's way more other variables that go into it.
What's arguably his most impressive ring, though, is the one he won with the Bucks. Because people don't realize that the NFL is not the NBA. There's way too many variables involved for someone to just go to another team and then they go to a championship. Even though they added new pieces, a lot of those people came out and said that they were inspired to even come to the Bucks because they would be playing with them. And that type of leadership is definitely good enough for you to bring it up. Right?
He went to a franchise. He went to a franchise that was historically allergic to fucking winning.
Literally.
If you look at it, they've always been horrible. You can go all the way back to when they tried to illegally draft Bo Jackson. And I try to tell you, they had a lot of first-round quarterbacks that went there and bust. Jameis Winston didn't bust there, but a lot of first-round quarterbacks went there and bust. And for Tom Brady to come in.
I like how you snuck that in.
Because, dog, I tell people, bro, like, y'all not finna do that man like that, bro. And I don't watch countless first-round quarterbacks down there in Tampa bust out the NFL. So you're not finna tell me a dude that goes somewhere else and instantly flourishes is just bad based off of his resume, which really wasn't that bad. If you just want to hold him 30 interceptions against him, all right, cool. But it was on the Bucks, bro. And it took Tom Brady, might as well say a superhero, coming down there to bring them back to relevance. Yeah. And don't act like Tom Brady, it was just all peaches and cream. He got into a fight with Bruce Arians and them like week 4.
Mm-hmm.
Week 4, they had a falling out. Why? Because all Bruce Arians wanted to do is just throw the ball deep, throw the ball deep. It's like, bro, you need a quick game. You need to develop other things in order to win ball games. Let me show you, Bruce, how to win. I got more rings than you. What you got an ego for? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I just feel like, I might agree with you with the Tampa, bro. Like, it was a collective thing of everything of him going in there and still winning with that franchise and telling Bill Belichick, it was me. You know, the reason why you shortchanged me, that's how you was able to build all them stacked defenses. So do you really just say Bill Belichick is the coach that you got?
Don't ask that. Don't even ask that question.
Oh, hi, Dub.
Hello. And I have been quiet and letting you guys go on this whole little run, and it's funny. But don't sit here and try to question Bill Belichick, because yes, Brady did do his part in changing Bruce Arians' mindset and being like, no, we're not going to be doing that all the time. But we're not going to act as if he didn't have an AB, didn't have a Gronk, a Leonard Fournette that came up big time. And then he faced a Chiefs team in the Super Bowl where, honestly, bro, that was one of the easiest rings that Brady has ever won. Now, what he did on the Bucs was amazing and great, but don't sit here and try to discredit Bill Belichick just because it's like, oh, it was really just me and not Bill Belichick. Those guys and what they did together, they did things phenomenal that not a lot of people could do together, bro. So we're not going to discredit Bill Belichick just because he won on the Bucs.
That's an interesting point, because I don't know about you guys, but do you guys remember the amount of people that had, the football team beating the Bucs in the first round? Because I remember there was quite an alarming amount of people that were saying that. And I do get that, when you get to the Super Bowl, it was a pretty tough, a pretty not tough matchup. But at the end of the day, when the playoffs started, they were the 4 seed and they didn't even win their division.
Right.
Yeah, but what does that mean? Like, they were still a great team and they still overcame that. And when they went to
when it was time to coach up an offense and develop granted, he had a rookie, so we'll see this year. But when it was time to coach up that offense and have them looking somewhat, competent to win a playoff game, where was that coaching in?
Right.
All I'm saying
talking about Bruce Arians? I gave him credit for that already.
All I'm saying is, with Bill Belichick, it was mighty nice to be able to load up that defense. It's a lot better to coach 10 Hall of Famers than 5. You see what I'm saying? I can call a lot. I can get a lot more creative with 10 Hall of Famers than I can on defense than I can 5. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, granted, he was dialing up good plays, but we could just go down a line. Ty Law, you know what I'm saying? Lawyer Malloy. Bro, you could just go
keep going.
Will Ford, keep going. Teddy Bruschi.
I was waiting for that one.
It's just a lot of boys. Willie McKinney,
Rob Gronkowski,
over Asante Samuel. You know what I'm saying? Rodney Harrison. We could just keep going down the line.
Darrell Reeves.
Who he had to play with? He got Darrell Reeves in free agent. When did they ever play?
You talking about Bill Belichick, right?
Yeah, because
Tom Brady played with that as well. So you can't. So now you have to discredit Tom Brady as well if you're gonna try to discredit Bill Belichick, because he had those same plays.
With it less on offense too. Whenever you just ever saw an offense from the Patriots.
Okay, but it's a team sport, so you're not gonna give Bill Belichick for sitting here putting in a scheme where guys like that could excel him. And guys like that could go ahead and be in position to be Hall of Famers. You're not going to give him credit for that?
But Brady's credit isn't just by him winning. It's also by the numbers he puts up.
Oh, for sure. He was
still putting up MVP caliber numbers. A lot of Bill Belichick's success is gauged off the fact that he has 7 rings and his defenses were always top 10 in scoring defense every year, pretty much, or 10 times or something like that. So with that being said, that's where it lies for him. And a lot of times like to deny that there was talent on the defensive side of the football, and there just is. Yeah. For the most part, there always has been.
There was especially, but again, those guys worked together to create what they did, both on the offense and defensive side of things. Not a lot of QBs and not a lot of coaches could do that together. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna discredit Bill Belichick because you're talking about all the talent he had. part of those guys being as great as they were is playing in that system with Bill Belichick and us viewing them in that light. So I'm not going to discredit Bill just because of that.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree with that. I wouldn't discredit Bill either.
So I wouldn't discredit him. I'll probably say it's like 70-30 though.
Yeah, but
the original thing was though, I do agree with Super Kurt. Dak is leagues better than Jalen. Like I said, I've been watching Jalen since college, and he still had the same tendencies he had in college that made him lack as a passer. Why he lost his job, why he had to go somewhere else, and he's still showing it in the NFL. The thing with Jalen Hurts is just so unique. Because if you see him, he got all the tools to be great. He got the physicals. He got everything. Quarterback squat 700, bench press 400, power clean 350. He got everything you got to be great. But when you just look at him passing the ball, and it's like, come on, dude, like you better than that. And it's just over and over, he keep doing the same thing. It's like you better than that. Like I said, the receiving core wasn't that bad last year, and you had a young offensive coordinator. Now you beefed up the receiving core even more. So it shouldn't be no excuse for him this year to be as incompetent as he was passing the ball. Like Jalen Hurts. I try to tell people with Jalen Hurts, it's a shame that for a quarterback, his biggest plays is with his legs. His biggest game is when he have over 100 yards rushing.
Can you not say the same thing about Lamar?
No, but I don't think
Lamar Jackson.
I don't think it's
you can't.
Because when he played against the Dolphins, he aired the ball out for some reason. He liked passing the ball.
Come on,
it's multiple games where he passed for 400 and running for
exactly.
I mean, that just showed that he's lightning in the bottle. You know what I mean? But
I think I do agree that like he definitely shows some of those same tendencies from Alabama. But one thing I think is that from every year I've watched him from Alabama to now, I think he's gotten better, a little better.
I agree.
And I think that this next year, with the weapons he has, he'll be able to take a step forward, because let's not overstate how good the weapons were. The weapons weren't terrible, but at the same time, you know, his best wide receiver was a rookie, right? His second best was a receiver that everyone in Philadelphia hates.
Yep, Jalen Reagor.
Wes Watkins, in my opinion, was almost as problematic, if not more problematic, than Jalen Reagor. But no one wants to talk about that. He runs the long routes a lot of times, makes Jalen Reagor look bad. And even with that, he didn't even turn the ball over that much. I think he's only played like 2 or 3 more games than Mac Jones. Like, which I think is something that people don't really talk about. But yeah, I mean, I think he gets better every year, and we'll see how he plays next year. I think he'll be better.
And that's
Hurts been to the playoffs. Can't say that about Tua yet.
And that's the point with Jalen Hurts, where I understand where people are concerned about his struggles, but the dude can get better, bro. He's a young guy. So, Bama, you got to let go of that hate in your heart, bro. You feel
There ain't no hate in my heart. I just don't like how J-Rod just snuck Tua in there. I'm not here for that. I was with y'all all the way up to that point right there. That's why I got
But those are facts. He hasn't done it.
Yeah, Tua is
Those are facts.
But I will say I'm a fan of Tua though. I've definitely said I like Tua too.
I'm not a Tua hater, but there are.
I'm not a Tua hater. You know I'm.
But I'm just saying, bro. Imagine if you at work and your supervisor come through and is like, trying to get rid of your ass. And he just slide off, and it's like, damn, bro. Like, are you really gonna do your job to the max capability of what you have, bro? I'm talking. He just come through like, hey. That nigga get off paper's gonna get rid of your ass. Like, what? Like, did you just tell me this? Like, are you serious? Like,
yeah.
Like,
the worst thing you can have for a young quarterback is to have them looking over their shoulder, wondering if after every mistake they're gonna get taken out. And after they started putting Fitz in and taking him out and put like that,
I agree with that.
That probably killed his confidence a little bit.
Yeah, it's hard to be good with somebody breathing down your neck.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And your hip ain't fully healed yet.
Get the hip out of here, Bama. I'm done with your excuses. I let it rock for now, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel that though. I'm kind of with Bam on that, bro. I'm with Bam on that because everybody was hard on Baker Mayfield, and Baker Mayfield threw with 2 messed up shoulders. He take a lot of. He's a 6-foot guy, man. Like you got to be healthy sometimes.
As for Jalen Hurts and Tua, we gonna see what this year will bring. There's no excuses for none of those guys anymore. But now we going. What time is it? We got 20 minutes into the show, and we're finally getting it started, bro. Ron, I got a lot on my chest, bro.
Do you need to get something off too? Do you need everybody to mute their mics so you can?
Pause.
We'll mute it for you.
Nah, but real shit though. You know, we got our TikTok going and everything. You know, we kind of didn't really post that much this week. But you know, we gonna turn that around. I'd like to say to all you guys out there who come from TikTok, to all you guys out there who watches our TikToks and everything, I want you to look at me right here in my eyes. Right here. All of these takes are genuine and due to the way we feel. So if you disagree, by all means, come on to the show and we will be happily to debate with you whatever is on your chest. But all that nonsense you be talking, all that hate that's in your heart, I love it. You could definitely bring it on, bro. All you guys that stitch it, bro. It is what it is, bro. Come on to the show. None of this shit is fake. None of this is clickbait. This guy Bama truly believes Jameis Winston's a top 10 quarterback, and I don't even fucking know why. But it is what it is. Fluid thinks KD's not a superstar. I don't know why he thinks that. I'm still debating if that's clickbait or not. But it is what it is. These people feel how they feel, bro.
you got to understand, on this Players' Choice platform right here, we have 7 different people right now. That's 7 different opinions.
Facts.
None of us think the same way. We all agree to certain things and we all disagree with certain things, and we all got hot takes. I know you guys got hot takes as well. Come on the show and let them all out. We all want to hear them.
Yeah, so I can cuss your ass out.
Yeah, come on. Come to death row, man. Come to death row and get chopped up, man.
Yep.
Wow.
Come to death row, man.
Come to death row.
Come to death row, man.
Floyd, you got something to say?
I don't care. I could care less about their opinions.
Or the OG expert, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Wait, no, I have to do.
Nothing. I don't care if you agree with me, disagree with me.
Wait,
I don't care.
I have one more thing. Yo, fantasy footballers, and I should have said this a long time ago, bro. Yo, bro, I don't like your attitude. Like, I really don't. I don't like the smartest guy in the room attitude that you have sometimes. So please come on to the show. This is a
football AZ.
yes.
Max?
No, Max, whatever his name is, bro. Like, I hate the smartest guy in the room complex, bro. It's just like,
who's Max?
I guess that's his name, bro.
Yeah, he's fantasy football AZ on TikTok.
Yeah, I think he's a Steelers fan.
Calling folks out.
No, I'm serious.
Okay.
Nah, but I'm serious, bro.
You want that boy to come to death
Again,
row,
we
man.
got a lot of haters out there, and we gotta address it. So they just gotta stop playing with us because you know we're the guys that
You want to be a real artist, want to put out, don't want your producer all dancing up.
we gotta put that out there because we come here consistently, put up the content, we put up the numbers that we do. Congratulations to all you guys up there. Appreciate one of you guys, all of you guys actually. So, you know, we doing our thing. So come on, join us, bro. I love it.
And if somebody feel like, you know what I'm saying, they can beat me in flag football, said they felt like, oh, I can't outthrow Jalen Hurts, that was clickbait. Come to Arizona, bro. We could get that shit popping. We could do $100 games. I'm not playing. I stand on that right there.
And I'm on the team with him.
On the team with me, and I got
locking shit up, man.
I ain't playing with y'all.
And I'm just a phone call away. I'm a hop, skip, and a jump.
And shout out to the chat. You know, we got Zay in there. We got ball control. Ball control, let me tell you something. I don't give a damn if I have waves. I'm going to wear a do-rag if I feel like it. I need a haircut, bro. So I need to wear this. You feel me? I like the glasses, too. So you know what? You let me live, my guy. But I appreciate y'all in the chat. Taz, all you guys, Zay, Sacred Gaming, Tyrone, we have to talk. I haven't talked to you in a long time. Oh my God, Carlito, I love you, my guy. We got a super chat from Sacred Gaming.
Well, we need to ask you something first, Dub.
What?
What's up with your new house album? It's a real stray from your regular.
Hey, Dub. I'm fucking with the house, man. I'm liking it, man. I like the house album.
I'm rocking with the album, bro. I'm rocking with it.
You guys talking?
Shout out to my homie, brother Abe, bro. He donated 5 too, man. I love you back, Abe. For real, man. He donated 5 for me. That's my boy, brother Abe, bro.
Yeah. I was about to get around to that. But for Abe, you know, donated $5. First super chat, he said, at Scam Thanos, which if you don't know, you need to know. That's my man Bama, Scam Thanos. He said, game and love, you my brother. Got one more super chat. Dub was going to read this from Sacred Gaming. He said, start bench cut, which this was actually going to be on next week's doc, but he just asked for it, so let's get into it. The twist I was going to throw into it was going to be 4 years from now. And I still want to throw that twist in there. I want to know, who do you guys take 4 years from now? Who will be better? Tua, Hurts, or Mac Jones?
How far are we going?
4 years.
4 years.
4 years. This is easy for me. I'm gonna start Jalen Hurts. I'm gonna bench Mac Jones, and I'm cutting Tua. I'm not gonna lie. I have faith in Tua. Right. I feel like that my pick is more of like what most people would say, but I feel like that I'm really close to swapping Tua with Mac Jones because I really do believe in Tua. Like, I believe it. And if you look at the weapons he has this year, like if he's able to keep that 4 years from now, what could we be saying about him? But right now, this is what I think, right? I'm going to stick with Mac Jones. That's a safer pick for a bench. But starting Jalen Hurts, no question.
I'm definitely gonna start Mac Jones because I think he's probably on the better coached team. He's on the better franchise. He has a Bill Belichick who can help bring him up. So 4 years from now, he's definitely gonna have that stability with him every single year. So I'm definitely gonna ride with Mac Jones mainly because of that. Then it's between Jalen Hurts and Tua. And Bamba, I'm sorry, bro. I gotta ride with my dog. Even though I don't hate Tua, but yo, Jalen Hurts, bro, he has crazy upside and crazy potential. And at the end of the day, it has been years, and I have not seen this man throw the ball deep at all.
Well, you need to put them glasses on right there and watch a whole game.
How does Odell Beckham have more 40-yard passes than him?
Bro, that is so blown out.
That
is
a
stat. Is that a real stat? Is that a real stat? Is that a real stat?
This is what I see.
Oh,
I gotta look that up.
We have to double check this, honestly, because that stat is true.
I don't know if that's true.
Wild.
I don't know if that's true.
That's definitely not true.
That can't be true.
Y'all finna be sick if y'all been on Mac Jones that look like a school teacher. He just look like he'll tell, bro. Like, I saw LeBron and them in there shooting dice.
Hey, that's not ridiculous. But that's not ridiculous though.
But still though, that's Mac Jones right there. Like they had strippers over there last night when you said nobody wants to go nobody in the room. Like, bro, like, are you serious, Mac? Like, damn, bro. So he's definitely getting cut. Jalen,
you're cutting him?
Yeah, I gotta cut
Mac Jones.
I'll let you, school teacher. Hey, we need better school teachers up here, man. We gonna bench Jalen, and we gotta ride with King Tua, man, because that's the dude that can outrun his shadow right there, man. That boy be a superhero, and y'all don't even know it. That's why I'm like, damn, bro.
No, wait. You're cutting Mac Jones because he's a snitch?
No, I ain't saying he's a snitch. I just say he looked like a. He looked like he'll tell on you. I don't know what he might be a drug dealer. I don't know. I'm just saying what he looks like though. He looked like he'll tell on you though.
So you're cutting him off looks, or you're cutting him off the way he plays?
Nah, I'm just cutting him.
He's cutting him off of looks. So I hate. I'm gonna agree with one thing that Dub said. I'm going with Mac Jones because he's going to have the most consistent coaching. So I feel like he's going to be put in the best situation to succeed in 4 years. And this is why I'm the best GM, because then I'm going to bench Tua because in case he doesn't, I'm going to throw Tua in. And I'm going to move Hurts to running back. That's why I'm the GM.
So he's not getting cut. He's getting hit. Okay.
Now that's fire.
Adrian Peterson. Hey, bro, he is shifty as a motherfucker. I'll say that, bro.
He is.
How you going, J-Rob?
Imagine the halfback option with Jalen Hurts. Fire.
That would be tough.
You know, I like to sports bet a lot. I'm a big risk it, no biscuit guy. Out of the three quarterbacks, I feel like the one with the most upside, like dynamic, put it all together. So I'm going to start Jalen Hurts. He got the most upside. Like in 4 years, if the legs, the arm, it all comes together, he's the most dynamic of the three. That's just the reality of it. I'm going bench Tua, though. I'm going bench Tua because I also got a lot of faith in Tua. I do. I'm not one of these Tua haters. I think he's the most accurate of the three guys, honestly. I love what his game could bring. So I'm gonna go with Tua. I'm going bench Mac Jones, not because I don't like Mac Jones, but for the offense that I'm going to run, I don't think Mac Jones, I could get the best out of him with the offense I'll probably run in today's game. So that'll be my start bench cut right there.
Okay. Ben.
So I just want to be clear. You guys are cutting the quarterback whose style of play.
Okay, so let me get more into it because I was just joking with y'all. The reason why I'm cutting Mac Jones.
Okay, thank you. Because I was gonna clip that and post it. And
that's all you do is clip nasty shit.
Bro, if you give me nasty shit to say, what you want me to do?
No, you don't always have to post nasty shit. You can post. That's the same thing Coach said. He was like, damn, I thought I was finna argue with Bama the most, and he like the best one. Yeah, because Dub just posts the most ridiculous shit he can find. It's like, let me see the craziest shit Bama.
You learn from JD. That's why. What'd you expect?
But it's all good. It is
what it is, bro.
So here's the real reason. So my brothers, I play high stakes fantasy football with real money, right? They like football aficionados. The reason why they say it's unhealthy to go after Mac Jones because now basically you're chasing a unicorn because everybody say his game molds after who? Oh, Tom Brady. Mm-hmm. So now look at who you got to compare him to and who he has to at least match, if not succeed. The person that's basically for the greatest quarterback of all time and everybody else down there. So now you got to do like Mac Jones, just because he can't run for real and he throws from the pocket. Oh, he's the next Tom Brady. Say Mac Jones only go to one Super Bowl. Now, if you compare him to Tom Brady, it's gonna be like, bro, he was low-key ass, bro. He got that one ring, and then y'all gonna find another narrative to be like the reason why he wasn't the reason they won that Super Bowl. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I would cut somebody like that. That is just a lot of pressure on yourself as a GM and a coach to make sure you develop this dude to be somewhat competent of Tom Brady. That's just unfair to him, and that's unfair to me as a coach.
Going off of what he said, I feel like you guys are giving a little too much credit to Bill Belichick for the development of, of Mac Jones. Like, you guys think that he is going to be the offensive coordinator in this situation because he's not. And I feel like
he runs the defense. My thing when I said Belichick is that the people he puts in place are always great offensive coordinators, QB coaches. When they go other places, they stink.
They get head coaching jobs.
Yeah, so I put, when I say Bill Belichick, I mean his coaching staff that he's going to put together. I have faith in that.
Okay, I can understand that, but I still think that weapons wise, I'm not sure if Mac Jones is good enough to be able to do what Tom Brady did and to be able to have not as great personnel and be able to still progress and succeed. Especially
you can't compare him to Tom Brady. You got to compare him to Tua and Hurts.
Yeah.
And what have the Dolphins and the Eagles historically, you're an Eagles fan, what have they done historically that makes you think they're going to develop those two guys and put talent around them to be successful in recent history?
In recent history, I mean, we won a Super Bowl, but that wasn't with this coach. So
our QB didn't win it. It was our backup.
It wasn't even your offense. It was your defense, really.
Your
offense stepped up, but I mean, like,
our offense was shitting on the Vikings and the Patriots.
Offense.
They was playing all-time great, though. What?
But when you saw them at the beginning of the year, Dub, were you thinking this is a great offense? And that was 1 year. I'm saying
yes. With Carson Wentz was having an MVP caliber season.
Carson Wentz broke the all-time touchdown record for a single season Eagles quarterback, and he missed like 4 games.
Yeah, he was going nuts.
Eagles quarterback.
Yeah,
that is true. The bar isn't extremely high.
Right. That's like saying a Bears quarterback threw the most touchdowns. Ooh, big deal.
Nah, that offense.
The Bears have never had a 4,000 yard.
What's the record? 7.
So our offense was definitely explosive because we had.
No, but I'm saying again, that was a good year. In recent history, do you believe the Eagles, the Dolphins, or the Patriots
develop
a player the best?
I agree with that.
And I get what you're
I'll
saying.
say the Dolphins because if you look at
I agree with that.
even if you go back to when they had Dan Marino, that's what I was trying to tell Lil Dub. He didn't even try to debunk the theory because you start seeing all them shutouts up in there.
What are you talking about?
They got a great defense. So if you look
Bro,
at the
you're
Dolphins,
not doing that.
they
The
developed their defense.
With Dan Marino, the defense is not that good.
What? Okay, like I said, the Dolphins
for what 1 or 2 years it had a good defense.
They develop defense, and then they have an offense they string along the way. So if you look at the Dolphins right now, they have one of the top tier defenses, and it's getting better. And then the offense with the addition of top, they got a track team over there. Like I said, going forward, it might be I don't know. Just get used to a new look.
Yo, Bama, can we get your full start bench cut? Can you say it for TikTok so Dub can clip this up? Unless you want him to clip up the other nasty shit for you, then he could do that.
No, it's too late.
So I'm gonna
because the shit he said was nasty. Because he said that just because he won't live up to Tom Brady, he's gonna cut him. That doesn't even. It's both nasty. It's like, man, but I don't make this up. You give me
I'm not saying he's going to live up. I'm not saying if he or he's not. We don't know. But so basically, you missed out the whole thing. I think COVID is in your ears, Dub. Not in your ears. Bro.
Wow.
So listen, I'm saying when you do that, I mean, it can even go for. What they did with Zach Wilson, the reason why they drafted him second. Oh, he Mahomes-esque. That's unfair to him too. So now you're chasing unicorns. You don't want to chase unicorns because they've made themselves a unicorn based off of something we haven't seen before. So when you go chasing that, those players end up being, they might even be just as good, if not better in their own way, but you comparing them to that unicorn so it doesn't stack up the same way as if it would if we just gave Mac Jones a clean slate. Hey, be the best Mac Jones you possibly can be. No, instantly, as soon as he came into the league, man, he reminds me of Tom Brady just from how he demands the pocket. How he can take control of the team. That's so unfair. Look who y'all comparing.
You don't think Mac Jones can handle that pressure?
I don't. That's unfair to him. That's pressure, bro. That's real deal pressure. Then you got to go out there and win a game. Listen here, that man won 7 rings. Jordan didn't even do that.
But
in football,
Fluid hit this
11-man game.
Hit this on the money already. He said, "Well, we're not saying that he can live up to we can live up to Tom Brady. We're just saying." Comparing to Jalen Hurts and Tua. So I don't understand why that could even be a reasoning for anything to cut him. Just because he won't live up to his expectations, in your opinion. It just doesn't make sense to me.
No, it's the ambiance of everything to making sure he develops and what he needs to develop in. He might just be trash. What if he just trash? But you got to sit there.
Everybody could be trash.
You go run through 3 offensive coordinators trying to figure out, hey, why is this dude not becoming Tom Brady? Because we just drafted him in the first round, right? We spent the first round draft pick on Patriots. Never do that. We spent the first round draft pick on him. Why is he not looking like Tom Brady? They finna start running through people because of that right there, dude. I don't think you understand the whole pressure that comes into running a football team and developing these players. It's just not like, oh, bro, we gave this dude $25 an hour. Like, no, bro, they gave this man like $10 million, bro.
Okay,
and they paying this coach another $5 million, bro.
Okay,
why is he not looking like? Hey, they say he's supposed to be the next Tom Brady. That's what ESPN said. That's what the owner's doing. The owner's like you, Doug. They never played.
Okay,
they watch ESPN.
Okay, Bama. Okay.
Nah, Bama. I'm following you. Keep going, Bama. He's spitting.
Come on. He's not.
The only time this year I'm a root for Bama.
So based off of that, I feel like Jalen Hurts and Tua both have a chance to develop how they will just develop. They're going to be their own players. They're not compared to nobody else. You can't compare them to nobody else. They have a chance to develop into who they need to be. It's not going to be as much pressure on the coaching staff to develop these dudes or none of that. It's like, hey, bro, we're going to figure out how these dudes need to develop to be who they need to be in the NFL, to find their way in the NFL. Mac Jones is always going to have that Tom Brady hovering right there. Like, hey, bro.
If you think that Bill Belichick and his coaching staff is really gonna put that type of pressure on Mac Jones, I don't know what to tell you. I don't think that he would allow that to happen. He's gonna
The
allow
pressure
Mac
not
Jones
gonna-
to be
the
who
pressure
he
is not
is.
gonna-
now versus when he first got to New England. He has a whole different way he carries himself.
And
Look
that
at how Mac
pressure
Jones
ain't gonna
carries
come from the
himself now
coaches.
versus come on.
The pressure gonna come from the media. It ain't gonna come from no coaches. It's gonna be the media.
The
and fan
pressure
base that
comes
put
from the
pressure.
media with Tua. The pressure comes from the media with Jalen Hurts as well. Oh, he's a running back.
Yeah, but-
Oh, he can't throw the ball deep.
Yeah,
All
but
of these
Jalen-
guys is facing
Yeah, but
pressure.
Jalen Hurts is not commanding a franchise that was heralded by Tom Brady, and neither is Tua. So there is going to be an expectation because you're chasing the ghost of Tom. Because the ghost of Tom Brady is always going to be in Gillette Stadium.
I don't.
So ultimately,
And
the pressure
fact
ain't going to be
that
on
one
coaches.
ring already. He won up on the ring already. He left y'all and got a ring too, man. Come on, man. Football is a game driven by egos too, man. I know them boys is really like, hey, bro, we got to go ahead, come with it and get one. So we can. He got one. Even the owner probably saying it like, hey, man, he got one already.
Bama,
like,
but
and
this is why I say you're heavily underrating how good on those NFL ownership and good the NFL coaches are. They're not going to sit there and put that type of pressure on the quarterbacks. Maybe from the media, yes, but Bill Belichick is not looking at Mac Jones sitting there having those conversations with him or putting that pressure on him, bro. That's just not happening.
Of course, he's not having that conversation, Dub. You know how he had that conversation.
He's not putting that pressure on him either.
This
He's
is how he
just
gonna
not.
do it.
And you don't even know that. So what are we even
You
talking
don't
about?
know it. You don't know because I've been in the locker room before.
You've been in the Patriots locker room. You've been in the Patriots locker room.
So, hey man, mute this dude so I can get this off real quick.
I'll mute myself.
So chat at home. This is how they do it right here. So when you start missing reads and stuff, the coaches really go in like, hey man, how you miss this? Hey man, my little kid can hit this right here. You got to be able to hit this. Not necessarily they're going to be saying it in the Eagles and Dolphins locker room. It's going to be more so like, hey man, we want this kid to come along. Versus in that New England locker room, it's going to be like, hey bro, you got to hit this next time. Next year, hey bro, hey man, this is some bullshit right here. Like, you can't keep doing this. Like, hey, he probably getting a whole different type of talking to. It's like,
okay,
hey bro,
he's getting that.
You got extra film to go to.
And the Patriots are a hard organization, but that hell talking to is not because of them demanding him to be Tom Brady's, because they want to be the best they could be, because that's the type of franchise that they are. And Cam Newton did talk about this. That's how they are. So, Bam, I'm just not hearing this whole Tom Brady, that's how they pressure.
Are now.
I'm just not
now. Before 2001, how many championships the Patriots had, Doug?
Oh my God, bro! You can credit that to Tom Brady or Bill Belichick.
Oh
you
my God!
You can credit that to Bill Belichick and the system that he played in on why they are like that. Not because of Tom Brady, bro. Come on, baby. But anyway, shout out to Miles Elliott. I'm a Philly fan. I'm from Jersey. I'm not from Philly, but New Jersey's usually you got New York fans, Philly fans. You feel me? So I chose the Eagles, and Kurt's from Jersey as well. Feel me?
Yeah.
Jersey.
Okay.
Oh, you are right. Hey,
Jersey well represented today.
I follow Jersey because of Fetty Wap. I'm just gonna keep that shit real.
And Tony Vasquez. Yo, Tony Vasquez is hilarious. He said Bill probably disappointed Mac won't turn out like his porn star Jimmy.
Man.
I know you could agree, Bama.
That's tough.
Ben.
I mean, Mac Jones and Jimmy G ain't too far off either.
Ben, start bench cut. Ben.
Go ahead, Ben.
I'm starting Mac Jones, benching Jalen Hurts, cutting Tua.
All right, cool. If y'all are in the chat right now and still haven't liked the video, you should probably just go home. Just turn your computer off. Go lay down or something. Go watch ESPN. Like the video, please. Comment and continue to subscribe. And also, if you're in the chat, we've had a heated debate going on with Zay and the Clutch, Bama and J-Rob. They're arguing over, who will lock who down and who will do this, and that. If you guys think that you can shut Bama down or score on J-Rob, let us know. By the way, I'm bossing everybody in here, too.
Well, you out your cotton picking mind.
Everybody.
That damn beanie on his head too tight, man. Shit, fucking up the oxygen to his brain.
Hey, and guess what?
Is he talking to you about that beanie, that red Player's Choice that is available online at the merch store?
This one? That we're not the same?
We're not
the same.
Get that merch.
Is that the one you're talking about? Oh, I was just making sure.
All right, y'all. Let's get into it. Gronk. So before we get into it, I just want to go ahead and read off some, Gronk's accomplishments that he made over his career. We know he's a 4-time Super Bowl winner, 4-time first team All-Pro, 5-time Pro Bowler. He was the NFL Comeback Player of the Year, the most touchdowns in a season ever by a tight end with 18, the most 100-yard games ever by a tight end with 32, and he was a dominant pass blocker as well. Arguably the most talented tight end of all time. We need to give Gronk his flowers, give him his praises, and I'm sure we all have a crazy Gronk moment that, we could all talk about if you guys want to. I want to hear thoughts on Gronk retiring, what this means to football, and how you feel about it.
I'll start by saying,
and Mac Jones also doesn't have a Gronk too.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Go, Ben. Go, Ben. Go, Ben. Go, Ben.
I'm gonna say this. He coming back on week 6. He gonna come back week 6 because
You think he's gonna unretire again?
Yeah,
I think so. I think so
Brady,
too.
Brady, man, he go find his way. But yeah, Gronk had a great career. I think all time he's easily in the top 3 tight ends of all time. Like, me personally, I think he's the best tight end of all time. Behind in front of like Gronk and Shannon Sharp and all them. But yeah, man, he had a great career and hope for the best for him. But I think he coming back in week 6. If they down 2-4, Bucks down 2-4, Tom Brady will pick up their phone and say, "Hey, Gronk, we need you back."
What if they up 4-2?
I think
still gonna pick up the phone.
I think so. If something ain't right.
Yeah, I think he's picking up the phone. I agree. I think he's picking up that phone.
How else you other guys feel about this?
I think, I also think that Gronk is the best tight end ever. I'm really not that surprised, and I also kind of agree that he probably is going to come back. I thought I saw a quote that said that if Brady, picks up the phone and calls him, that he would come back. And I just think that, he's eventually going to come back. But even if he does retire and doesn't come back, I think he'll go down as the best tight end to ever play the game. How great he was as a blocker, how great he was as a pass catcher, and how no one could really guard him because if a linebacker, you were too slow. Like if you were a DB, you weren't big enough. And I think that matchup and the times that we saw with him and Tom Brady, how clutch he was, how great he was in the playoffs, the all-time records he has in the playoffs and just in the regular season in general, I think he'll go down as the best tight end ever. You got Tony G and Shannon Sharp, but I pick Gronk.
Go ahead, Doug.
Nah, I've been talking a lot. You got it, my guy.
Nah, I was gonna say, I think Gronk is the GOAT right now. I'm gonna put the quotes around it because I think 87 in Kansas City, when it's all said and done, might catch up to him. I'm be honest, that's how I really feel. But I love his game. I think my favorite Gronk moment. Do y'all remember in 2020 when he was with Steve Harvey at New Year's and he picked up the Lego Steve Harvey bus and spiked that shit on the ground? And Steve Harvey was like, "Who is this? I am never working with him again." So that's probably my favorite Gronk moment. But I probably say he's the GOAT. I think Kelsey will catch him. But I also am with Ben and Super Kurt on this. T. Brad is going to make that call, and he is going back to Tampa Bay. He's going to get his. I think Gronk just don't want to go to camp. Gronk just don't want to go to camp, y'all.
You don't want to go to camp here. Yep.
You don't want to go to camp.
I think Gronk's love for like the little things in football, like the going to camp, going to film, all of that stuff that you hear NFL players talk about it like they know that it's time to retire when they don't have the love for that kind of stuff anymore. And I think that Gronk's love for that kind of stuff wore out several years ago. And the only reason he's playing is because Brady's been asking him to.
Yeah.
And because he's good and can still play at a high level.
Yeah, and they won the Super Bowl when he came back. So
I'm gonna just say it like this. Gronk, congratulations on the career, but Tom Brady is done winning championships. I'm sorry. You know, he had Antonio Brown, who played big on their road to the chip. Rob
Oh my
Gronkowski
gosh.
had an amazing Super Bowl, and he needed those guys to sit here and win that chip, bro. So I'm sorry, your team loses guys like Antonio Brown and Gronk. On top of that, the secondary is kind of weak, bro. Brady, I love that you came back, but you should have kept it hung up because I don't think you win in another Super Bowl, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and Matthew Stafford's gonna win 5 more.
Matthew Stafford could go back to back. It's not ridiculous to say that. It's not ridiculous to say
I ain't
that.
gonna lie, you so disrespectful, Dub. I ain't gonna lie, you so
How is it
disrespectful.
disrespectful? How is it
bro.
disrespectful?
You're so disrespectful, bro.
First
You're so
off,
disrespectful.
How is
First
it
off,
disrespectful?
Disrespectful as hell, bro.
Cameron Brate is still a solid tight end to have. Come on, bro.
He's good. He's not Gronk though.
I'm
Like,
not
did we
saying
forget
he's
Chris
Gronk.
Godwin?
It's the
He had Chris Godwin, Mike
Bucks.
Evans,
He on the
and
Bucks.
AB
He
on there
he on
too,
the
and
Bucks.
AB was big on the reason on why they was there, bro.
Crazy, man.
Hot take.
You're
Hot
forgetting.
take.
You're forgetting. He's also has the weakest conference that maybe has ever been in the NFC. There's
I agree.
2 good teams other than the Bucks, so he doesn't have to be that good to have one. They're going to win the NFC South, so they're going to be hosting a playoff game. Their defense, actually, if you looked at who they signed, is actually better than it was last year. Last year, they were decimated by injuries. And at the end of the day, he was the MVP. I get it. He finished second in voting. He was the MVP last year.
The numbers were better. The numbers were just better.
So to go back to Gronk. Gronk doesn't want to go to camp. Gronk doesn't want to go to OTAs. Gronk, week 6. I was surprised you guys said week 6. He'll probably be back before then. He'll be back. In terms of all-time legacy, Gronk is the most fun player I've ever seen on and off the field. I think I think was it an elbow drop that he Buffalo? Like the guy just has so much fun. And let me just let me throw out a quick stat: 143 games played. Tony Gonzalez, who's probably considered the best tight end if you're not picking Gronk, 270, so almost double the amount of games. 6,000 more yards. Meaning if Gronk played the amount of games, he goes 18,000. That's what he was on pace for. That's how good Gronk is. Like he's ridiculous. So if he retires, good for him. I think he retires as the greatest tight end of all time until Kelsey passes him. But I think he's back too. I'm with you guys.
Okay, so
it's not disrespectful for me to sit there and say that about Tom Brady. I'm sorry. It's just being real. I'm a gambler. I'm a gambler, and y'all already know. And I'm pretty good at picking. I'm really good at picking this. I'm really good.
I guarantee you, these next 3 years, Tom Brady win a Super Bowl.
We're gonna take the bet. We'll take the bet. We'll take the bet. Let's take the bet. Let's take the bet. Let's take the bet.
Yo, Dub.
But I would have never gambled against the Steph thing. Never. But when you lose guys on it's like Antonio Brown and Rob Gronk, and you don't replace them, bro, which those guys were a big key part on the reason why they were in that position. What else you want me to say?
Yeah.
You want me to think their chances is better?
Yo, Dub, all I gotta ask you is, can you do this for me? If Tom Brady wins the Super Bowl in the next 2 to 3 years, I just want you to come back on Player's Choice and you can't wear a do-rag. I want you to wear a bonnet from now on.
Yeah.
I wear a bonnet.
I want you to wear a bonnet. I want you to wear a bonnet.
And you gotta wear a
bonnet for an episode.
Bucks bonnet.
A Bucks bonnet. A Tampa Bay Bucks bonnet.
I'll find it.
I will
Just to be clear, Brady came back this year just to win a Super Bowl.
But bro, they're gonna play good.
Thank
They're gonna do well. They're gonna have a
I'll
good
say this
season,
right here. The
but
only
they're
reason
gonna lose.
I'll say my pushback with y'all is putting Gronk as the best tight end ever. Harold Carmichael, which was an Eagle, and Kellen Winslow Sr. Those was the originators of what those dudes do to date. Even if you look at Harold Carmichael, they had him as a receiver, but he was really a tight end. He was 6'8", 230, 240. But back in the day when he played, it was just so unique. They didn't know whether to list him as a tight end or a receiver. Like I said, the dude was 6'8", had silky smooth hands, awesome route running. And this was probably back in the 60s, 70s. But still, though, that's why I don't like putting modern players as the best for something, because, like I said, it originated from somewhere. You see what I'm saying? Like we got the blueprint from those guys. And I feel like if those guys could have benefited from playing in this era where they perfected utilizing those type of tight ends, what would their numbers be? Because Harold Carmichael, he still had like 8,000 yards and he didn't even have that many receptions. Like dude was having like 15, like 18, 20 yard catch games as a tight end. So that's why it's just like hard for me to put Gronk over those guys. But to me, he top 5. Trent even said something. Don't sleep on Antonio Gates either.
Gonzalez.
I don't think nobody's doing that. I don't think nobody wants that smoke.
Man, but I will say this though. I agree with the blocking.
But anyways, yes, go ahead.
When he kicked Sergio Wilson out the club, former teammate, picked that DB up, threw that boy up into the little where they had a little camera, threw him up under it. He was like, yeah, I had to kick his ass up out the club. He was talking too much. I was like, oh yeah, that boy, he different. He a beast. Bomb Cam Chancellor and KJ Wright.
Yeah.
Earn my respect. I thought he was just a big steroided white boy that just don't it. But that boy's told, see you later. Woo. I was like, bro, Cam Chancellor. I was like, Cam Chancellor. Maybe he's like I was like, so
I agree. I agree on like your point about how you don't like how people like judge modern era quarterbacks, modern era players when it comes to older players. And I feel like this is a large part of the Travis Kelce discussion, because there's no way that I feel like people should be looking at Travis Kelce at his peak and Gronk at his peak and saying, I would rather have Travis Kelce, especially when you factor in how big the disparity is in the blocking game.
Yeah.
Like how big that disparity is and how like, sure, Travis Kelce has good route running for a tight end and his route running probably is better than Gronk, but I feel like Gronk is more reliable. And I feel like that he has had to deal with Tom Brady. That is the only knock, right? He's played with Tom Brady.
Well, Travis Kelce's
I don't know about that reliability thing.
Travis Kelce's gonna be playing with Mahomes though. So you won't be able to hold Brady against Gronk, because then Mahomes, you're going to hold that against Kelce.
And Devontae Adams
in this pass-friendly league where Kelce's really their wide receiver 1 now, right? Like he's going to break so many healthy, assuming he's going to break so many of these tight end records.
Exactly.
It could be hard in 10 years to say he's not the best when he leads in receptions and yards and touchdowns and all that kind of stuff. It's going to be really hard for people to do that.
He's only behind Devontae Adams right now in yards.
I'm not going to move it, Gronk. I'm not going to lie to you.
Dub, I got to say this right quick about what you said about Tom Brady now. They did upgrade that defense though. Like they got Logan Ryan out there, and like a couple weeks ago, they signed Akeem Hicks.
That's huge.
Well, good pick. Great pickup.
And then on that offense, I know you said about AB and all that, but they got a solid receiver in Russell Gage. They got he's a good 3.
Mm-hmm. This is the thing.
Let me just tell you about Akeem Hicks real quick.
I know Akeem Hicks. I love him.
Okay.
I love him. I know him. I love him to death. But the thing is with Brady and the Bucks is, again, there's holes, there's chinks in the armor now. There's chinks in the armor where we sit here and look at that Bucks in the Bucks armor. When the Bucks and it's not me saying, and this isn't me saying that they're gonna be ass. This isn't me saying they're gonna be ass. This isn't saying that they're not gonna be competing. They most definitely would. But when we look at that Super Bowl run, like I said, AB and Gronk was coming up big time. When they went up against the Chiefs, you like saying, oh, it was a win. But let's keep it real. That Super Bowl was one of the easiest Super Bowls that Brady won in his entire life. Because Mahomes was literally running for dear life. The biggest game that he had was him against the Green Bay Packers, where it went down to the wire. So no, when I sit here and look at the road in which he came up in and winning that first title, and now I'm looking at the team he has now, and it's a lesser version of what it was back then.
To you,
it's kind of
hard.
To you,
I'll say to you, because Tom Brady did throw for 5K and another 40 touchdowns at 400 years old.
So Tom Brady, so what? Tom Brady's better now than he was back then, or is he just about the same?
He's still just. If he's the same, he's still the best.
Yeah, he's just about the same, correct? He didn't get better or worse. He's just about the same. The team got worse though.
If his same is 5,000 yards and 40 touchdown passes. That's a good saying to me. If he's even, that's great. That's
who's saying Tom Brady isn't good? Who's saying that?
You're saying he's never going to win.
AB and Gronk was towards the back end of their career.
He's not going to win a ring on the Bucks again. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
I don't know about
unless they get some crazy acquisitions, bro. The team that is currently constructed, bro, it is what it is. They just not winning, bro.
So listen to what I'm saying. The addition of Russell Gage is just like AB.
No,
I'm not saying no. Don't take AB. No, because I know what your casual ass doing.
No,
do not take AB from Pittsburgh.
Don't
rule that out. Rule that out. I'm talking about the role he played for the Buccaneers. Yeah. That is similar. The same thing. It's just younger. It's a younger version. That role right up in there, that 40 catch, 50 catch, gonna have 400, 500, 600 yards. That is going to be the role of Russell Gage, and they got younger right there in that situation. I am not talking about overall Pittsburgh.
Antonio Brown in that role. Antonio Brown in that role. Hold up, Flo. I need to answer this. Antonio Brown in that role that he was playing in is definitely going to be better, hands down, than Russell Gage. The role is the same, yes, but what AB brings to the field is just better than what Russell Gage will bring. You can't sit here and disagree with that. There was moments where sitting here, people was really thinking like, "Dag, bro, could they be better than Chris Godwin and maybe even Mike Evans?" Because he was putting up crazy numbers, bro. Go ahead.
They can't go to the Super Bowl because of AB.
Listen, let me tell you something. Right,
and Gronk.
First, I gotta go back to the NFC because you guys you're sleeping on it, I think. So, do you agree that they're the best team in the NFC South?
Yes,
easily, right? Okay,
easily.
Who are the teams that they're gonna have to really compete with in the NFC?
Really,
the Saints.
They're gonna have to compete with the Saints. They're gonna have to compete with the Saints.
The Saints will be good, but
it's gonna be a dog fight though.
The Rams, okay.
Packers.
Hold on, but the Rams. I just want to talk about the Rams real quick. You're looking at them as Super Bowl champs. Since the year 2000, only one team has won 2 Super Bowls in a row. And that was Tom Brady.
That was years ago.
And that was 03-04. So it's really, really, really hard. In fact, no team has ever won, I think, 3 in a row in the NFL history. So to win 2 in a row is super hard. It's only happened 7 times in NFL history and only once in the last 20-something years. So it's really hard. So they're going into a division where they have the Rams, who are really good, the Packers, who you're talking about the Packers, you're talking about kinks in the armor. The Packers don't have a number 1 wide receiver, and their defense is still. It's good, but it's not great. It's not Rams level. So they're not, unbeatable. And then who else after that? Everybody else has question marks. So my point is, if the Bucs are going to win this year, they're going to have, you talked about an easy road. I don't think it's easy, but man, when you're only looking at 2 teams that have a whole lot of question marks and one where history is not on their side to make it.
Do you think that they could definitely be the team in the AFC? I never said that they couldn't make a Super Bowl. All I'm saying is they can't win.
You know what I think? I think the teams in the AFC might beat each other up, and when they get to the Super Bowl, they might have a letdown.
I don't think that's a good way to think about it. Are you seriously telling me that you think they could get to a Super Bowl but not win? So I'm
saying that the possibility. I'm saying that the Bucs always will have a possibility of being up there. As I said, they're always going to be a top tier team in the league. But if I had to roll the dice, and put money on this and sit here and be like, oh, is the Bucs going to sit here and win a ring in the next couple years? I'm going to sit here and say no every single time. I'm not going to lie about that.
So are you guys about to do that? Are you?
Well, we got the bonnet. J-Rob, you want to buy me a bottle of Henny?
Yeah, I'll do it. A bottle of honey for the bonnet.
Bet. Bama, what
you also do you get to pick out the bonnet though, J-Rob?
I want to pick the bonnet.
We could do this, bro. And I'm telling you, bro, I'm a good gambler, so it is.
And you gotta expedite it too.
I only made one. I only ever made one bet with Dove, and he's still drunk from that bet. So I don't know that he's a good gambler.
I'm pretty good. I want. No, defeated. I'm not gonna say how much I want. Never mind. But I won a lot of money this year. Bama, what you got?
What you want to do, bro? You want to bet money? What you want me to
do? I want a bottle of Henny.
You want a bottle of Henny? All right, bet. As a matter of fact, I'm a DoorDash you a bottle of Henny.
You gonna call all the way out here to see me?
I'm gonna call it out there. I'm gonna call you up, ask for your address, get it delivered right to your doorstep.
I'm ready for it.
I'm gonna be in Grove City. How far you can?
And I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna leave a note for the dasher to be like, Bama says he's so sorry that he doubted you.
Yo, I love that. That will make my day for real.
All right.
Nah, that will make my rate, and that's the deal. And I will wear a Bucks bonnet and sit here and wear it for a show.
No. I'm gonna pick the bonnet. That motherfucker might have unicorns on it. That shit is gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Nah, it's cool, bro. I'm with it, bro. I'm telling you, when Brady doesn't win a ring, bro, sorry to tell y'all I was right, but I'm not gonna be mad when I sit here and tell y'all I was right. You feel me?
All right, y'all. Well, moving along, we have a versus today. Now, if you watched the episode last week, it was a very heated discussion between two quarterbacks. It was Dak Prescott and Kyler Murray. We were debating who obviously was the better quarterback, who was more dynamic, who would succeed under these circumstances and whatnot. It was a lot going on. I had to stop the whole discussion like, hey, we're just going to get into this next week. Wow. And we're going to break every facet down and really see who's better at what and who's better overall. Well, now we are here. Dak Prescott versus Kyler Murray. Thoughts going into this?
I'm excited.
No, Kyler Murray's better. Kyler Murray's better.
Well,
you say he got more upside.
But they right next to each other, though. Like, I have them right next to each other. So
if you say he got more upside, I'll probably give you that. But I just think.
And listen, Kyler Murray was.
I think Kyler has more upside, actually. So
way more.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If you saying Kyler got more upside, I'll give you that. But I just think that better.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Kyler was making things happen without a good run game.
We're going through this list, and it's right now, not what I think they're going to turn into.
Yeah, right now for sure. Yeah. Definitely right now. Yeah, I agree. Right now.
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. Let's get into it.
All right, fellas.
What's the order, Ron?
We're gonna start with you, Dub.
No.
Who would be better for us to start with other than Dub Zero? What, you want to go last?
Nah, we could go with me.
All right. See. All right, we got Dub, Super Kurt, J-Rob, Bama, Ben, and then Fluent. Y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
Dak Prescott versus Kyler Murray. First, we have arm strength.
Kyler.
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 Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray.
Next, we have accuracy.
That's tough. Dak.
Kyler.
K1.
It's not even close.
I didn't hear what he said.
It's actually really close. Kyler is 67% for a career. Dak is 66.6. So it's close. Very close.
Kyler.
Dak.
I was 3-3.
We can leave it as a tie.
All right. Fellas, we have throwing on the run.
LOL.
This should be a sweep. Kyler.
Kyler.
Kyler Murray.
The Cowboys fan is coming out of him, bro.
No, it's not a Cowboys fan. Do y'all not see Dak? Okay.
Don't start calling me a casual. Kyler Murray, okay? Don't
all right, bro.
Casual.
All right. I feel you. I feel you, bro. I just feel like y'all just basing it off potential, bro. From what I've seen, bro, is Dak. Throwing on run. Dak.
Go ahead, Ben.
Kyler Murray.
I think people confuse running with throwing on the run, and that's why they're giving it to Kyler Murray. I'm going to go Dak.
Okay. Throwing under pressure.
That's a hard one, too.
Just know Dak's had the best O-line in the league for, I'm just saying, a little bit.
Try to sway people's picks.
I'm just making sure they know. I'm just making sure people put that in perspective. They've been hurt.
It's close. I've seen Dak really.
I've seen Dak. Arizona has an agenda.
I've seen Dak make some magic happen. But I'm gonna go with Kyler.
Brain Dakota Prescott.
I'm actually gonna go Dak though.
After all of that, you go Dak.
I'm
That's
going Dak.
wild.
Bama.
I don't know. It's close. Reason why I say Kyler Murray because he launched that shit for D-Hop like ridiculously. As soon as he feels somebody in that pocket, it's just D-Hop, he down there somewhere. So I don't know. I might go K1 for throwing under pressure. I don't know, bro. That ignorant shit under pressure, bro. I'm sorry. This is like the real fan in me coming out, bro. So I just really like just be sitting back thinking, like, I don't know, man. That really act ignorant under pressure, bro. Like, I'll probably go K1, bro. It's bad. They both bad under pressure, bro. But I'll go K1.
Dak Prescott.
First off, dang jangalang, fluent is right. You are correct. And two, it's Dak, man. I hate when Kyler Murray's under pressure. I feel like he's always going to make the bad decision. So right now, I think it's Dak.
Are you basing that off of the playoffs or the second half of the season?
I'm just based on what I think right now. I think
I think if you're basing it off the playoffs, it's kind of unfair.
There might be some recency bias there.
Yeah, I think so.
It might be fresh in my mind.
And I get it. I'm not mad at it.
That playoff game was brutal.
That was sad. It was a sad thing, and I felt bad for Kyler.
Even right now, I see him just scrambling back.
Yeah, that was a brutal. That was a brutal game.
Sworn,
that was a brutal game.
Oh
yeah, that was a brutal
God.
game.
Next, we have pocket presents.
I'll go with Dak.
Dak Prescott.
I'd actually go Kyler with this one.
Dak Prescott.
You have to stay in the pocket to have pocket presence, so it's Dak.
All right, IQ.
I hate this one. Dak.
Dak Prescott.
I love Dak.
Dak Prescott, man.
Yeah, I go Dak.
Football IQ, I'm going with Bama. and then Dak second.
Well, hey, that wouldn't be. Hey, that's not ridiculous. It's not ridiculous to say that.
All right, y'all. Next category is elusiveness.
Come on, man.
Okay, this better be a sweep.
Yeah, it's gotta be a sweep.
Yeah, everybody better pick Dak.
Go ahead, Dub.
Patrick Mahomes. Bama, I'm gonna take your little Cooper Cup jing. I'm gonna put it right here.
Yeah,
Super
I ain't
Kurt.
just gonna steal my Cooper Cup because I was really finna say.
I know you was. All right, so to spare you that, I'll let you have it. Kyler Murray.
Tyler.
Nah, you can keep it. I'm gonna go Baby Yoda.
Geno Smith.
Oh, man.
I go Kyler Murray.
I don't think that dude even know he a quarterback in the NFL still. Like he probably finna have to play this year. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, Ron. I apologize.
Hey, Dub, make me a moderator so I can black his screen out.
I really want to say Kyler Murray, but he also took one more sack than Dak did. All right, Kyler Murray.
Next, we have footwork.
You know, when I was thinking about the footwork thing, I don't know why I kept thinking about a little hip thrust that Dak was doing.
Yeah.
I don't know why. This straight cha-cha slide, you feel me? But I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Kyler.
Dak Prescott.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Kyler on that one.
Go Dak.
Dak Prescott.
Dak.
You mother.
Y'all say that one more time. Everybody just run through. Starting with you, Dub.
Kyler.
Dak.
Kyler.
Dak.
Dak.
Dak takes the cake for footwork. Decision making.
Dak.
This should be a sweep.
Dak.
Kyler.
See, it would be a CTE full defensive player that would.
Kyler, baby, Kyler, man.
It's Dak, man.
Kyler, baby.
Dak Prescott.
Why do I feel like J-Rob like scrimmaged against Dak and he like torched him? I'm going Dak.
Dak takes decision making. Impact.
Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray.
Kyler.
Kyler Murray.
I'm going with the guy for Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray with the sweep on impact. All right, now we're going to go with some off the field. Leadership. Well, on the field too, but you know.
Yeah, it's on the field. It's on the field.
Leadership. Yeah.
Okay. The next.
It's on the field. Leadership definitely on the field.
Yeah, no, most definitely. When I said off the field, I meant something that's more like intangible.
No, it's on and off.
No, for sure.
You're right. You're right.
I'm saying it's on the field
physical
too,
attribute.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah.
Intangible.
Yeah, it's intangible.
We knew what you meant.
We here with it.
I don't even know though. Like I don't even think Kylie's even a leader, so I'll have to go with Dak.
Dak.
Yeah, I'm going Dak.
I don't think K1 know how to lead yet. He only 23.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's still a kid.
Dak Prescott.
A leader doesn't threaten to hold out. Dak. Oh wait, that's Kyler. Oh shit, wait.
They both.
Whoa! Time out. Dak definitely was holding out for some.
Yes.
I did that on purpose. I don't pick either.
Yeah, right. I don't even think either. Like either.
Whoa. No, I think Dak. No. I think his teammates in Dallas really look at Dak as the leader. I think he's the clear leader of that football.
Dak is one of the best leaders in the NFL.
Yeah, I think it's very clear Dak is a solid. Yeah. I think it's very clear that Dak is a solid leader in the NFL. Yeah.
No, solid. He just said the best in the NFL.
No. He said one of the
best leader. The best leader in the NFL is
like one of the top 30. Okay.
The best leaders in Tampa Bay.
Shit, Matthew Stafford's a fucking better leader than
Oh Jesus
Dak
Christ!
Prescott. I just want to throw that out there, bro. I mean, he still got staying on the lines, bro. I'm just saying, bro. We just can't pass things like this up.
Super Bowl doesn't automatically make you a better leader.
I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there,
Aaron Donald talked about the connection he made with Cooper Kupp. He said Cooper Kupp always been what we saw last year. He made an instant connection with Matt Stafford where he stayed late with him. It wasn't everybody. So that speaks to him having a relationship. I just wouldn't necessarily say, hey, man, he just leads everybody. Nah, he made some good throws he had a hell of a football team and a hell of a coach backing him. Like I said, Sean McVay run plays to where you could damn near be brain dead over there.
Well, Aaron Donald also said that him seeing Cooper Kupp and Matthew Stafford putting in all that work inspired him to go ahead and do the same thing. So you could say that leading by example was one of those as well.
But notice he said with Cooper Kupp too, though. So he saw somebody. He saw somebody that was already there.
I'm not gonna
already here.
I'm not gonna.
But you are.
I'm
not gonna do
this.
this.
I'm not doing this because I wasn't. This isn't even nothing. I'm not even debating that.
You bring out crazy.
Away from it.
Got you. So.
This Cooper Kupp trade you want is crazy, bro. It's just wild to me. But go ahead, Ron.
Lastly, we have the next one. We have clutch. Who is more clutch? Who has that clutch gene?
Don't mess this up.
Neither of them really clutch, y'all.
Bruh, no shot.
Well, check this out though. You got to drive downfield. 2-minute warning. You got the ball on the 20-yard line. Who's gonna do what it takes to at least get you a field goal? If not, get the ball in the end zone.
I have to give it to Dak because I seen Kyler sometimes late in the game just chuck that shit over to D-Hop. I just chucked that thing, so I'm like,
yeah, word.
I have to give it to Dak.
Kyler Murray.
Yeah, I'm going Kyler Murray.
I'm going Dak simply off that drive against the Patriots from last season, dog. That's all we really can base them off of is in what they did in the regular season. Like
I'm going off the Hail Murray.
Against the Ravens.
All I'm thinking about is him chucking that shit up to D-Hop. You know what I'm saying?
D-Hop caught it on like two guys. Ooh.
Yeah, at least that I can think about drives like he's actually led to win a game.
It was a better catch by eye.
Ben?
I'm gonna go Kyler.
What's the score? Am I breaking a tie, or is there already a winner?
Let's say you're down 6.
No.
Because I want to say neither, but if it affects the outcome, I'll pick one.
Of this exact one or the whole thing?
Of this
one. Kyler's up 3-2 right now.
Oh man! All right, Dak.
Why?
It's a tie.
This is a hard category because really they really haven't really done anything.
Enough of Kyler Murray to know.
This is hard. I think that was a hard one.
I have seen AJ Green lose him a game, and Kyler Murray did lead a crazy drive.
I will say Green Bay was AJ Green's fault for sure.
You forgot how to play football.
How do you know? What if AJ Green was running the right route?
He ran the right route. No, he ran the right route. He wasn't looking.
He wasn't looking for the route.
Turn.
No.
It's a back shoulder throw. It's a back shoulder throw. It's 1-2 go. If you know you want to fade,
but they do say, bro, he be throwing rocket back shoulder passes. Like
it's AJ Green. D-Hop catching that shit.
AJ Green's a vet too.
I don't know, bro. Like, it's a rocket. It's a rocket, though, bro.
But that's what a back shoulder is. It's supposed to be unguardable. It's going to come in hot and it's going to come with a
but J-Rod, you ain't supposed to throw no rocket, though. Like it's hard.
Yeah,
to
I don't know. I don't know, man.
You know what, Ron? You know what, Ron? This is what we're gonna start doing. I cannot wait. Tough. I'm gonna start. We're gonna do little segments. Whenever we got plays like this, we're gonna do a little breakdown of every time we have these little conversations. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna start this next week. Whenever we get a little of these debates, I'm gonna look it up on YouTube and I'm gonna look it up on
the video
YouTube.
Like
start putting the videos up.
Trent, I feel you. Trent, I feel you with the AJ Green soul, bro. But the only reason why, bro, I just vividly remember this shit, bro. Even like in flag football, my homie Chael called me out for that shit. He's like, bro, you can't throw no back shoulder rocket, bro. It's hard to really make a play on it. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I feel you.
The DB, J-Rock, come on, bro. You know you.
But it's what I'm saying.
With him.
No,
you really jamming him. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. But that's why I'm saying that throw, like, I feel like that throw kind of had to be like that because Rasul Douglas is a tall corner. Like he's and AJ Green about 6'3". Rasul Douglas about 6'1". And my thing, I actually was there for that game. I was literally in the stands for that game. The only reason I say I gotta say AJ sold is because he didn't even look. Like he didn't even attempt to rock the ball. And I'm gonna say this, Bama. Let's be real. We got D-Hop and AJ Green, two receivers that's about 6'2" plus with big catch radiuses. He's definitely thrown them balls with that velocity in that same way in practice 100 times. And so I just feel like AJ Green, you've been a vet, you've been a number one option, you've been an all-pro receiver before. Come on, you gotta know in that situation.
Yeah.
We're going to you. We're going to. Don't look for somebody else because D-Hop not here.
And he's a big body. He's a big body receiver who can make those catches.
I'm watching it again right now, right? And like AJ turns inside.
Exactly.
He throws out back shoulder, and he's looking this way, like, what the hell just happened? What did you throw? So that's what I'm saying is like we all put it on AJ Green. I don't know what the play was called. I don't know what route he's supposed to run. But like if he's supposed to cut in and Kyler throws it out, then that's all on Kyler. We're all assuming it's on AJ.
But his release, he didn't even release like he was going inside though.
No, he jams him just as he passes the goal line. I'm watching right now and turns inside and sees the ball whiz past him and goes, "What the hell did you do?" So as a vet, his job should be to say, "Oh, that's on me. I ran the wrong route. It's not the kid's fault, right? You don't want to kill Kyler Murray's confidence."
Of course.
But watch again. I'm watching it right now. I don't know if AJ Green's route was to cut inside or hey, read.
Maybe they chalked it up as a misplay.
A lot of times, wide receiver, you have the option, right? Based on what the defense is doing, you can either go either way. I don't know. The way he jams and then turns inside right away, that might have been a bad Kyler Murray throw.
I think I'm expecting more from AJ. I just expect more from AJ Green on that, in my opinion. I'm expecting more from AJ Green on that. I'm sorry.
It being that he was actually trying, Because that did not look like a good route at all. Like
at all. It didn't even run a route really.
At all.
You know what, Dub? If you can do that, that'd be great. Because I'm watching this.
Next episode, I ain't got the scene set up. I'm gonna start doing this, and this will be fun. Little breakdowns, players' choice gridiron breakdowns. I can't wait.
Technically, we are better than basketball, but basketball just an innovative.
We're way better than basketball.
We don't do over here. It's like it's the ghetto. It's okay though.
We getting our shit up though. We getting our shit up.
Better. I'm gonna just ditch Deron because he play both sides, chat.
So does Dub.
Wait.
No comment. Yo, we have one more category, and it's who is the better player
right now.
Right now, who is the better player?
Be real, y'all. Be real.
Oh shoot, my bad. I forgot I was first. Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray.
Dak, bro. No, I'm going Dak, bro. Dak doesn't count.
Say it louder. Say it loud. Dak, for the people in the back.
I'm going Dak.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going Dak. Dakota Prescott. I don't care, bro. Like when he was over there with Dan Mullins, bro, they ran the spread power over, bro. He was basically a fullback. For him to come to the NFL and develop that how he did as a passer, bro, like I don't know, bro. Like that's that. Like I said, Jalen Hurts need to meet up with him in the offseason. Whoever Dak went to go see to turn into the passer he is today, dog. I don't know. I like Dak, bro.
He has developed to a way better passer.
With Tom Brady. I think he's fine.
Who?
He met up with Tom Brady. He worked with him in the offseason.
Who, Jalen Hurts?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah. He need that.
Talk to me, baby.
He need to drink Tom Brady shower water. Like, after Tom Brady got shot, he's like, hey, let me get that water right there.
Yeah, but you guys don't realize Brady was trying to recruit him to come down to Tampa and be a running back. Ben,
Nah, he got Leonard Fournette over there. He didn't need him.
Not right.
Cut it down.
Can't do it alone.
That's nasty. Kyler Murray.
Yes, Ben.
Stay in the light side.
Right now, I think Dak is better right now.
Don't go to that side.
That's all right.
You don't want to be on that side. He won 42?
42. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, of course, Bama and Fluent are together.
Dak's winning the chat, though, which tells you guys Dak.
Nah, I just like Dak, bro. Okay.
I think Dak's a better quarterback right now. I think Kyler has the potential to be better, but right now, I'm taking Dak.
I look at it like this. Y'all are so nasty, y'all making me agree with Fluent.
Actually, they tied, yo. They tied, actually.
Y'all are so nasty.
Y'all agree all the time.
Cause look, Fluent always says the political correct shit all the time.
Yo,
make me to agree with it. It's like fucking y'all is just super nasty, bro. Y'all are beyond nasty, bro. And you know the criteria for some of this shit, especially being a superstar. Y'all know the criteria to be a superstar.
We're gonna do a checklist.
We're not gonna get into that.
We're going to do
it. Not going to get into that. Because y'all know this, bro.
Because you have agreed with the Jameis.
Bama's smart. I always say political correct stuff. I never rock the boat. That's absolutely correct.
That ain't fucking correct. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. You're the epitome of rock.
People on Twitter, I'll say people on TikTok would not agree with that.
Oh my God, they wanted you off. They wanted you off the. They wanted me off the show too. What can I say, honestly?
They want me off. They say I should just edit the videos.
Yo. Everybody on TikTok wants all of you guys off the show. And what we want is for you guys to come on the show and spill your hot takes. Hey, since you guys got so much flack for everybody up here, so much to say, well, come say it to these guys' face.
Just come to death row, man.
You know what it is, too. And
them TikTok people like, I'm unfollowing you. You weren't following me in the first place. Get out of here. I don't care what you think.
You know what? You know what's so funny? A lot of people don't understand that the more you start talking about something, the more you'll begin to realize how many people really disagree with you. And how much crazy shit is really on your mind as well. You feel me?
Word.
Listen, everybody has crazy
on TikTok.
Shit. Everybody.
I put it on TikTok. Say something that everybody will agree with. Water is wet.
Tom Brady is the GOAT.
Dude, it was 50-50. People were disagreeing with me.
J-Rob. That was a good one. That was like
Everybody believe that. Everybody agree with that.
Everybody has to agree with that. Lawrence Taylor.
It's gonna be somebody out there that ain't gonna agree with it. Like,
somebody gonna say technically,
though, if you look at it, he only played quarterback and he didn't have to run. And
Ben Roethlisberger was top 5 in the 2000s.
This dude ran 5,000 more miles than Tom Brady, burning 45,000 more calories. They gonna break that shit down.
Yeah, they be like, Lawrence Taylor was the greatest defensive player of all time. Tom Brady's merely not the athlete. Bro, boy got 7 rings, man.
Yo, if you're in the chat, we have a poll up for you guys to go vote on out of who's better between Dak Prescott and Kyler Murray. Y'all go jump on that. I'm going to let it run for a couple more minutes. And you guys let us know who y'all think is better. In the meantime, the verses we just did, it actually ended in a dead-ass tie.
A flat-out tie. I just looked at it. I just looked at the doc.
Serious?
It's a flat tie.
You're the tiebreaker, Ron.
Kyler Murray won arm strength. It was a tie on accuracy, throwing on the run, Kyler Murray, throwing under pressure, it was a tie, pocket presence, Dak Prescott, IQ, Dak Prescott, elusiveness, Kyler Murray, footwork, Dak Prescott, decision-making, Dak Prescott, impact, Kyler, leadership, Dak, clutch gene, it was a tie, better player, Kyler Murray. There you have it.
With that time,
it was closer than we thought it was. I guess it was a good debate. But right now, the chat has Kyler over Dak, so that will actually be our tiebreaker. Moving along. If you watched last week, it was an iconic moment in Player's Choice Gridiron history. Bama pulled something out of his bag of tricks that I didn't know ever existed. I didn't know we would ever reach a moment like this. We were talking about a man, and he referred to a jingle that will always be referred to when he comes up on the show. He said, "Touch my body."
You remember how she tapped that pillow?
If y'all ain't watched,
how he warned her, like, as soon as that masseuse came up in there, hey, look how she tapped this pillow. Tapped me like right here, right? Oh, my fault.
Okay. All jokes aside, we're talking about
definitely elite. It's definitely one of our probably the best episode we have. So please see Gridiron. So definitely go check that out because that was definitely one, bro.
Yeah, last episode was undoubtedly elite.
Bama
but we're talking about
Mike. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't. We get one of those every episode, Bama. Every Wednesday.
Cause y'all know two of my cousins, bro. That shit be boiling my blood. You lost to the Jags. Like the dude he had ranked over Brady lost to the Jags. Dude, let's just not do this right now, bro.
Hey, hold on. Can I do the honors, please?
Go ahead, Ben.
Hold on.
Touch my body,
Kurt, you got my face right now, bro. Ben was liking that song way too much, bro.
I'm like,
Ben a little freak.
We'd like to thank you for joining us on Player's Choice Gridiron. We'll be going off the air due to copyright infringements starting next week. All right.
Well, if
look
we
at the no fun police.
If we did it in nasty fashion. Talking about
Mac Jones, Bama.
I know. They in there smoking cigarettes. Like, bro, why are you whispering? You in coach office. Like, damn.
All right, y'all. Well, Deshaun Watson has agreed to confidential settlements with all but 4 of his accusers. What does this mean in the grand scheme of things? If you guys do want to just talk about the situation in and of itself, if you want to touch on that, you can as well. More so, what do we think his suspension will be? What does this mean for the Browns?
Hold on. We should not be doing this.
I don't know.
We should not be joking about the touch my body part.
Deshaun Watson, who
I don't want to get into it too much, but I think he's suspended a year.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
A year.
Yeah, I'm with Super Kurt. I'm not gonna lie. Like this situation, I've even talked to Fluent about this on Blurred Lines. Like this is a topic that like you kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't talk about it. And if you express how much you may feel about it too much to one side or too much to the other side. So I'm just gonna say this: he'll probably get suspended. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he'll get suspended a year. I think he's gonna get like 8 games.
I think that the fact that he settled with 22 of them, that there was actually only 4 that were real, and the other 22 just wanted money. And I think that the NFL and his agent and obviously the Browns had to sit down and said, you need to clear these up because we don't want to suspend you for the whole year. They don't want him out for another year. And I think if he clears up these 4, he's going to probably 6 to 8 games. I think J-Rob's probably right with 8, but like 6 to 8 games. Because they want him playing next season. Because at the end of the day, the Browns and the NFL only care about getting him on the field. Exactly. Let's be honest. Like that's what they care about. So they're going to do everything to make it seem like, right? That's why they did this. Because they're going to say, oh, those 22, they just wanted money. These 4, all right, they're going to get some more money. Because there's no criminal charges. And so all they can do is the code, the NFL's code of player conduct or personal conduct, whatever the heck that is. And their precedent is 6 or 8 games. What they don't want to do, and I'm not saying this is right to any of the women that are watching. I'm not saying this is right, but the NFL does not want to set a precedent that if you do something negative outside of football, we're going to suspend you for a whole year. That's not what they want to do. That's not, because then every time someone goes and does something like this, that's going to be what they have to do is a whole year. You have to suspend Robert Kraft, take away some more draft picks because he goes and does it all the time.
Facts.
That is true.
See, this is what I'll say. This is what I'll say to that, because this is in terms of Deshaun Watson. I'm kind of on the fence on what to believe. Honestly, I'm not sure. But when we talk about the NFL and the rules and regulations they have in place, you have a guy and Calvin Ridley who got suspended for a year for gambling.
No, he gambled on football.
But he gambled on himself.
But it's priorities, Fluent. If something gambling, and then you got guys who get cut out the league for smoking weed, things like that, bro.
It's different because like
gambling on football, gambling on football and gambling on your team, gambling on football, and gambling on your team threatens the integrity of the game. It's illegal. It's like point shaving. Lucky he only got a year, right? Pete Rose in baseball got life. Gambling on your team or on your sport is an absolute, everybody knows that is a no-no, and you will get hit with the harshest possible
penalty. Definitely a no-no, but gambling on your team is really worse than serious issues than this issue right here, Flo.
In real life, no. In football, yes.
No, screw that shit, bro.
Sports, yes.
Screw that. And that's why I say screw that.
That's why I think it's a really good chance he does get suspended for a year, because there are a lot of people, women, feminists, that are pushing this idea that he should get that, like, oh, the NFL, you guys care more about gambling or than you do about, sexual assault or harassment. So I think that that's where they're probably going to feel the pressure and then just react off of that and say, no, even if maybe he can appeal it and get it down to 8 games, but I think he's probably going to get hit with a year because of the outside pressure.
Kurt, I ain't gonna lie.
They would suspend him for 8 games and then just call it a day.
Kurt, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I would have to respectfully disagree, because prior to Deshaun Watson, it's been going on in the NFL for decades. Players been doing,
and this is the problem.
And they still play, They get suspended a few games and they still play. Like, you gotta remember, they got Tyreek Hill on a cell phone talking about he don't care that he hurt his kid. That was the whole thing. Like, these things have happened in the league. And so ultimately,
you have an owner who paid for the exact same thing.
Yeah, so it's like I just can't see criminal
charges. They're not gonna do it. I don't think. I'm not saying they shouldn't. I'm saying I don't think they will.
But today is more progressive than it ever has been in the past. So I think the NFL right now is more prone to fold to the pressure than they ever have been. That's just what I think.
Yo, Kareem Hunt kicked a woman on camera in the hallway. And was on the team the same year. He got left by he was dropped by one team, got picked up by another one. It was suspended only 6 games.
But this is why I say the issue. This is why I say the issue is with the NFL and not really of everything that's going on. The NFL just doesn't know what to prioritize. Because honestly, bro, if we're gonna be real, if you If you kicking women, bro, I'm
But
sorry,
that's
bro.
what
You
that's what I'm
shouldn't.
saying.
You shouldn't be. You shouldn't be playing.
I'm
And this
not
period.
saying,
I'm sorry.
I'm
I'm
saying
sorry.
with
It
the
is
Deshaun
what
I
it
don't
is.
Watson.
disagree
That's
with
just
that. We don't
fucked up.
disagree with that.
So
We're
that's
just
why I
saying what the
say,
tendencies of the league are.
and that's exactly this. But just because that is where the league is at, doesn't mean that it's right. And that's why I say the NFL needs to sit here and take a look back and be like, yo,
Dub.
what should we take seriously and what shouldn't we take seriously?
But Dub, what you're forgetting is because there's no criminal charges.
Right.
I'm not saying this is true, but I'm just giving you the legal part of this. Because there's no criminal charges, it means that he didn't force any of them to do something. So he didn't hit them, he didn't rape them, right? Like Ben, he didn't do any of those things. He paid them for extra work, right? Now they could have choose to say no, they could have walked away, they chose to accept the money. Hold on, they chose to accept the money and do it. He didn't force them. That's why there's no criminal charges. So that's what's going to be is the NFL's, I guess, what they're going to lean on and say he didn't force them to do anything. He paid them to do something. So because he paid them to do something, okay, here's the penalty for that. I'm not saying it's right or that I agree. I'm just saying that's where they're going to go with this because there are no criminal charges.
He paid them girls and he put that Mariah Carey video on and said, "You see how she touching his pillow?" He said, "Touch me right here." How she touching that pillow?
But Fluent, I'm
Fluent,
not.
you got to play one of those noises.
And Fluent, I didn't even comment.
We need a sound effect for
I
that.
didn't even comment on the Deshaun Watson issue. My whole issue isn't with the Deshaun Watson case. My whole issue is with the NFL and what they're trying to take seriously and what they shouldn't take seriously. Something as serious as domestic violence, something as serious as sexual assault, sexual misconduct, if he is proven guilty, should be taken way more seriously than what the NFL does in today's league. The whole Deshaun Watson case, I'll tell you, I'm not sure about it. I'm really not because it's really like we don't know. There's a lot of things that's underlining, and you know he might just get hit with an 6 game suspension.
Let's be honest. Here's what's going to happen, right? He's got 230 million reasons to make this go away, and I think he didn't want to settle with them at first because
he didn't at all.
Because if I settle with one, I got to settle with all of them because we know there were 66 that he set up stuff with. Okay, so that's why he wasn't paying, and then now he's paid 22. Look,
hey, how many masseuses or how many weeks is there in a year? 68, right?
52.
Ooh, that boy had damn near 2 massages a week, boy, with a new masseuse.
Yo, bro, nah, Deshaun Watson a horny ass dude, bro. I'll say
that boy Deshaun don't play.
And I'm just keeping it real.
He paid the 22. Man. He's got the 4. He has 230 million reasons why he's going to make that go away. And once he pays them, and I don't know if you guys have been in any settlements, once he pays them, they sign an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, which means you're never going to hear what happened. And then the narrative becomes his and the NFL's. And once they do that, they can spin it however they want, and he'll be back in playing because that's what they all want to happen at the end. I'm not saying it's right. That's what's going to happen.
I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I wish it was none, but like I said, 24, that's a lot of people to come out for it not to be true, for something not to be true.
Oh, he did.
Like, I don't know, buddy. I ain't trying to defamate his character, none of that. I'm just saying how one of my OGs was saying, because we was talking about it, and he was just saying, like, on a different spectrum, 24 people is a lot of fucking people to come out and say the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so up in there, it got to be at least 2 to 4 that he possibly really did something.
Hey, I agree with you.
I'm not no investigator. I'm just saying, no, but 24 women is a lot, and it's crazy that he only paid off 20. He only could
22.
No. There was 4 he refused. It was 4 he refused to pay. He didn't want to pay them. I don't know. There's probably some hidden details with that, but there's 4 like either I don't think they accepted it or he's
the only 4 he didn't do something with.
Hey.
Yo, Ben, do you have any thoughts on this whole?
Well, I just think that he's going to be suspended at least like 7 games. Maybe I won't be surprised if it's a whole year, because like 24, man, that's a lot of people. That's just definitely a lot of people. So yeah.
How many games did Ben get for raping that woman?
You said what?
How many games?
It was like several women. He went on a spree damn near, but I don't think he got.
That's a great question.
And that was wrong.
He got
but I'm saying,
got like
but he
4
got
or
like,
6.
that's going to be their precedent, like, and that's worse. What he did was worse, we think.
Nah, it definitely is.
It was criminal, right? So,
but again, the NFL just has a bad job, does a bad job of
He was only suspended.
prioritizing
He was only
what's more
suspended 6
important.
games.
Yeah.
6 games.
There you go. He was suspended 6 games.
6 games.
They do
That's nasty.
they do a bad job of prioritizing what's really important and what's not. And in my opinion, I don't think something as gambling should be penalized way worse than rape.
All I'm saying, how the NFL view women. This is why I say they view women very low. If you look at what's going over there with the Washington Commanders, they still won't release them emails.
No. They're protecting Dan Snyder, and that's horrible.
They had to take pictures topless to get back on the plane, bro. They would have been stranded. They took their passports, everything. But they just got rid of John Gruden. Oh yeah, John Gruden said some racist. Get him up out of here. Like,
yo, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this though, Bama, too. I'm gonna tell you really why they don't want to touch them emails with Dan Snyder. Because you're gonna open up Pandora's box once you open them emails up. Because you open up. You gotta understand, it's not about just protecting. They're not just protecting Dan Snyder. They're protecting a lot of people. Do you think them emails was going to other people? So there's a lot of people across the league that have these connections. So that's why, like with John Gruden, it's just, look, you're done here. Here's your bread, and we gotta go. Because if you really investigate into these situations with John Gruden, Snyder, you're going to open up Pandora's box, and that is not what the NFL wants to do. Let's just be real. They don't want to do it.
Though they need
that's what it needs. That's what they need.
Because what you'll do is you'll overhaul it. You'll get rid of a lot of these kind of the old boys club, right? You can
good old boys club.
You can bring in some minority owners. You can bring in some female owners and executives.
But they're not having that.
In the long run, that's what's better. That is what's better. I was talking to Cynthia Freeland, and her dream is to be team president, not a figurehead, like a team president. And she's like, but I don't think in my lifetime I'm ever going to have that chance because I'm a woman. No one even takes me serious. That's just crazy. That's crazy. Right. And I think those emails, I think that's going to be, you say they don't want to open Pandora's box, and you're right. I think that's what we need though.
No, we need it. But the thing is, that got to be the people. That's up to but those things don't happen unless like the people, like the fans and people close to the NFL, like us, we got to ask for it. You know, it got to be a thing. That's the only way we got to speak up on it. Because if we don't, they're ready for the noise to die down. Because, you know, that's what it seems like they're doing. They're waiting for the noise to die down, people to stop talking about it, the season to start, everybody's distracted with everything else, and then we'll all forget about it like it's not around. But these are the situations where we got to be like, where them emails at, this, that, and the third. Like Donald Trump trying to get Hillary's emails. We need them emails. See what them things is talking about.
And you reminded me, hashtag free Britney. Sorry, go ahead.
Free BG. Free BG.
Hashtag free BG.
Because the dude y'all claim they got CTE, he even said it. Man, you're going against billionaires, 32 of them. Shit, not going down without an easy fight. First off, they got lawyers. They got lawyers in their back pocket, way better lawyers than you. They probably got courtrooms in their back pocket. So it's like, that's why them dudes was like, oh yeah. Even the lawyer that was doing the research on the emails, he said, hey, we are not releasing Dan Snyder's emails.
It's over.
We released what we released, and that's it. That's it. I'm sorry.
It's not lawyers, they got judges.
You gotta think they got lawyers on like $1 million, like $10 million retainers. Come on, man.
J-Rob, I think what J-Rob said is that more and more people need to be putting on to that and really demanding for these emails. So
but ain't nobody, all they gonna do is throw Black Lives Matter on the back of the helmet. They gonna throw Black Lives Matter on the back of the helmet, and people go forget. They gonna be happy about that. They gonna put that in the end zone, and people go forget, bro. Your favorite team, they gonna make sure that your favorite team win. This is what they do. I ain't finna get into all of that political stuff real quick. I'm gonna say this real quick, and this is why I say it's just so crazy in the world, right? So we can sit there and watch somebody like George Floyd die, right? They sit there and they put Black Lives Matter on the court, right? And we only be mad for a week. We be mad for a week because once our favorite team stop winning, we stop caring. I'm trying to tell you, bro, that sports is I don't want this because I love football, but it's the biggest distraction off the biggest pitch on the planet, what we face on the planet that's known to man, bro. All they got to do is make sure your favorite team win. You can see the craziest stuff happen, like little kids get shot by police, all of that stuff. You can see the craziest thing that happened. People shoot up schools, all of that. Man, once your favorite team start, man, I guarantee you, once the Warriors just started winning that championship, ain't nobody really even cared about them kids that just died down there in Texas when their school got shot up until you bring it up. Now, when you bring it up again, they be like, oh yeah, I feel sorry for them kids. But ain't nobody caring no more about them kids because why? Curry and them just won the championship, bro. That's the same thing that's going to happen in the NFL. They go say the same thing about them emails. We've been talked about it. They said it several times where I got the story of them girls couldn't get on the plane. So ain't nobody pressed the issue no more. Why?
So let me ask you this. So us as a platform, wouldn't it be good for us to sit here and start putting this more in people's light and reminding these people on what we should be focused on? Because that's what I'm thinking about doing right after this.
Up to you.
Why not? They really desensitize you, bro. Like I said, this is not my platform.
I'd like to make those, so I'll be sensitive to that. You feel me? Players in the sport, because Blurred Lines is going to take on that challenge.
Word though. Seriously.
That's what we're doing.
This player's choice. We talk about whatever on player's choice. So I don't know what about you, but player's choice talks about whatever. So
I don't need the competition. We good.
Nah. We talk about whatever over here. I'm gonna tell you that right now. No.
I just want to say here at Players Choice, we support the minorities in any facet, because you can look up here on this panel and just see who we are. But furthermore, none of us are women. But I just want to speak for us as a platform, and I want to speak for these guys as far as I know them. I'm a feminist, and everybody here gives me pro-feminist vibes. So we stand by women. And yeah, we might joke about certain topics and whatnot, but at the end of the day, we're here for, all of those that have been put in unfortunate situations.
Listen, you all see my TikTok where someone questioned when I was on my yacht, and they were like, "Oh, how come there's no bees on your yacht?" And I'm like, "Because I don't mess with bees. I don't call them that word because it's disrespectful. I got a mama, I got a wife, I got a daughter. I don't let that shit play." And that's why that's why I kept saying repeatedly, I don't agree with it. I'm just telling you that's how I feel it's going to play out.
Definitely
I don't agree with it. And I think you all know from the people I brought on the show, from host Haley now on Fluent and Chill, like we want everybody to have a voice. So,
and if there's women out there that love football and want to talk football, you have first dibs anytime to get on this show. A lot of these dudes don't be know what they be talking about anyways.
And if there's any women out there that's very attractive,
you know what he's gonna play? You know what he's gonna play? Touch my body.
All right, so moving along.
Shameless plug, because next week Santia Deck is going to be on the Fluent because something very nasty happened to her. Someone did something very inappropriate. She's very upset about it. She was going to go on live, but she couldn't bring it, and she's going to be on the show. We're going to do an exclusive and kind of talk about what happened. So,
man,
I think that ship been sealed, bro. It's all right.
Damn, they did something.
Oh, man, say a ship can make a U-turn. It can sail in a circle,
Oh, there's lots of ports, Bama. You can get on anywhere.
All right, y'all. Let's get into some current news. We haven't talked about current news in a few weeks, so let's get into it. Former NFL linebacker Bart Scott had a quote about Peyton Manning and Tom Brady. He said, "I'd much rather go against Tom Brady every day of the week than go against Peyton Manning. I believe that's how everybody feels."
Please go first on this, please.
He said Peyton Manning gives you a different set of anxiety. With Tom Brady, it was more about Bill Belichick, the entire team, the execution, them having a game plan.
What's so wrong about him?
All right, can I go first, please?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So, as a Jets fan, as somebody who's watched Bart Scott play a lot of football games, pretty much his whole career with the Jets, I watched it visually. For him to say that is absolutely ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You spent your whole career losing to this man. You legitimately spent your entire career getting picked apart. Your defense that you was the anchor of.
Said it.
Hold on. Go
ahead. You got it.
For you to go out and say we had more anxiety getting ready for Peyton Manning, it don't even make sense because you didn't even see Peyton Manning the same amount of times you saw Tom Brady, and you didn't even have no adjustments to stop Tom Brady. And you want to talk about the adjustments from Bill Belichick, this, that, and the third. That don't make sense to me personally. Because to me, from my visual as watching my franchise be terrible year after year after year, it looked like Tom Brady used to pick you and the rest of our defense apart the same way over and over and over again. So for you to sit here and say that Peyton Manning was giving me more anxiety because he had Bill Belichick instead of Herm Edwards, give me a break. And I'm going to tell you where it all don't even make sense. I feel like he's really just trying to play down the fact that, I played against both of them. And since, Brady's the GOAT and we play in the same division, it's not as much of a big deal as we all think. And Peyton Manning is harder to deal with than what I dealt with Tom Brady. But Tom Brady was kicking your ass for 10 straight years.
Let me.
I think that's just a little ridiculous to say. And I think it's just a way to discredit. I do think people have, especially in that conference that he ran for the last 20 years, I do think there's people who played in that division who were robbed of playoff appearances and conference title berths because of him. And I really feel like there's a little bit of hate. Like, you're trying to play down. I feel like it's him trying to play down the greatness of Tom Brady a little bit by trying to sprinkle in this rhetoric about Peyton Manning.
I don't think he's trying to play down Tom Brady's greatness. I think we all know this, and it's not a surprise how smart on calculating who Peyton Manning is as a quarterback, how his ability to read defenses and pick that apart. And that's something that everybody talks about. If you disagree, you disagree, but everybody talks about that and everybody knows about that. So him saying that and comparing it to Peyton Manning, it's not a scrub. It's not some random ass QB. It's Peyton Manning. He's one of the best to ever do it. He played against both of them in their prime. So if he feels that way, he's more than entitled to feel that way. It's not him trying to knock Tom Brady. It's just more him saying, Peyton Manning just was one of those guys that he was just more afraid of to play than Tom Brady.
He was drunk. He was drunk when he said he couldn't wait to meet them in Foxborough the last time. He's drunk saying this bullshit right now. You can go back. You can go back to even Ray Lewis and Ed Reed. They say the same thing. Hey, man, I'm not going to say his name before it's the ultimate competitor. Man, it's Tom Brady, bro. And the same way Peyton Manning break them defenses down, Tom Brady break them down the same way. He just not doing all them hand signals and shit. He more smooth with it.
Don't get lost in the audibles. Don't get lost in the audibles, y'all.
Yeah, that's what Peyton Manning do, bro. Like he them is dummy calls anyway. A lot of that stuff don't mean nothing. Tom Brady, like, fuck it, bro. I ain't even gotta fool you, bro. You finna see me do this right here to my receiver. You finna see me do that. You know I'm finna signal a double route. Stop.
Thank you. Don't get lost in the Omaha calls, bro. Please
come on.
It's not about getting lost in the Omaha calls. It's just nobody's discrediting Tom Brady for who he is with his IQ. He's definitely high IQ as well. But to sit here and say that he's wrong for sitting here saying that he just felt as if it was more anxiety to play against Peyton Manning and think that he's trying to crucify Tom Brady. He's not doing it. That's not what he's saying. He's just saying I get more anxiety while playing against Peyton Manning. What's wrong with that?
Had a chance
What's
to win
wrong with that?
him.
Just because his team was losing to Brady and the fucking Patriots? Like, come on, bro.
Yes, exactly. He's hating.
He's talking
hating,
like
bro.
Isaiah Thomas talking about Jordan, right?
Thank you.
Because here's the thing. If he would have said something like, man, I had more anxiety playing, and I'm just going to say Michael Vick, because he can kill me with his arm and his legs. That I would actually understand more because it's a different dynamic. But when he's saying Brady over Peyton or Peyton over Manning, they're basically non-mobile quarterbacks that are going to pick you apart. So he's basically saying, I'm tired of losing to Brady, so I'm going to pick the other guy who's in that category. It's not that he gives me a different thing to worry about. They both give you the same thing. They're going to pick you apart. So that's why I think it's just hate on his part. And that's why I said, what do you expect him to say? Right? He got killed by him every game. Like
every year for a career.
You guys are saying it's only hate on his part just because he was on the Jets and losing to them. I don't even think it's hate on his heart. What if he played in the NFC?
He wouldn't be saying this.
He wouldn't be saying
Are you guys serious? Are you guys serious right now?
How many times would he see Peyton Manning a year and a half?
Come on, bro.
I bet you if he was in the NFC,
I think that's probably just a weak argument for you guys to seriously say just because he was losing to Tom Brady, he's being biased towards Peyton Manning and Tom Brady. It is a weak argument.
Didn't he say in the quote that he feels like everyone feels like that Peyton Manning is harder to go against?
Yeah.
Nah, that's some shade right there. That is some shade right there, and I'll give you that.
Give you the peak that he's being biased.
Thank you, Kurt.
I don't get how you can say that, especially you would think that someone that loses to someone all the time would want to hype that person up to make themselves look better. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, well, I had to deal with this guy the whole time. But the fact that you're trying to make it seem like, that Peyton Manning is like clearly harder to deal with than Tom Brady, that's when it becomes hate.
Yeah,
I would have more respect. I would add more respect for him if he came out and said, "I hate Tom Brady because I lost to him twice a year, 10 years, and I hate him."
That's what every Terrell Suggs said. They both said, "I won't say his name. I'll call him number 12."
So let me ask
they said he a hell of a ball player.
Let me ask y'all this: when Kobe Bryant sit here and be like, "Oh, he got axes. It's harder to guard Carmelo Anthony than LeBron James," is that hating?
No, Kobe gives you the game from a detailed point of view.
Is that hating?
He tells you why it's harder to guard those players versus. He don't say no general statement like that.
I'll tell you. As the Kobe guy, those two guys, exactly to my example, they play the game in a different way. So that's why I said if he would have said Michael Vick or Lamar Jackson because he could kill you with his legs and his arm, I would have been like, okay, I understand. Carmelo Anthony scores in different ways than LeBron attacks you. So yeah, for him to say Carmelo was harder to score because he's going to post you up. LeBron can't post. He's going to hit the mid-range, right? LeBron can't shoot the mid-range. He got better at it. Relax, Kurt. But at the beginning, he couldn't post up. He couldn't hit the mid-range. And right, Carmelo does more things offensively. So yeah, I could see where him saying it's harder to guard him because he does things differently than LeBron. LeBron comes right at you as a freight train, right? So you're either going to take the hit or you're going to get out of the way and let him dunk.
In my opinion, a lot of other people's opinion, in my opinion, and a lot of people others' opinion, Peyton Manning and his ability to dissect the defense, in my opinion, is better than Tom Brady. They both do it at a very high level, but Peyton Manning, to me, to a lot of people, just way better at doing that. For me, y'all want to disagree? Y'all can disagree. Y'all can disagree.
Can I ask you a question?
Y'all can disagree because that's where the difference is.
When you say that, that's when it becomes hating, right?
Can I please?
That one's better, but like honestly, I will listen to people say Peyton Manning's better. I will listen to it, even though I vehemently disagree. I'll listen to it. But when you start to pretend as though there's some type of gap between these two, is really when
there's no gap,
and that's the only reason why what he said is hating. Like,
like Dub, if there was 2 minutes on the clock in a game, you had any quarterback in the history of football to do it, you're gonna pick Peyton Manning to lead you to a victory?
Again, but you're just highlighting.
It's a yes or It's a yes or no question.
I will put Brady, but you're highlighting just one part of the game. Again, as I said, is more to what he's talking about than just a final minute drive. Like I just said, I just told you what it was. I think that
Brady, just said that Peyton Manning dissected defenses more. Then
yes, and his ability
to change plays
and what way?
And know what
the
defense is running just based off of running it and changing it throughout the line. Like, yo, Ray Lewis even said this. He said, yo, when I'm going up against Peyton Manning, bro, I swear to God, I'm playing chess, bro. I gotta sit here and literally think about what plays running, the adjustments he's making.
They saying the same thing about Tom Brady, bro.
But it's about who does it better. And in my opinion, just Peyton Manning does it better than Tom Brady.
Based off what?
They both essentially do the same thing. It's all opinionated.
That's not opinionated, bro, because that don't even make sense, bro.
Significantly better. Do you agree? You agree with him that Peyton Manning is significantly better at picking apart defenses than Tom Brady? Yes or no?
According to Doug, yeah.
If Peyton Manning's a 10, Brady's an 8.
All right, that's hating. That's hating.
What? Oh, 8 and 9?
Like that's not an opinion, bro. That's not an opinion, bro. You're just trying to have a hot take right now, bro.
You know basically what it is.
You are reaching for a take.
If Peyton is a 10,
so check it out.
You're reaching for a take right now.
What Peyton Manning does is basically like both of them have the answers to the test, right? But Peyton Manning is telling you like, hey, bro, I know the answer. I know the answer. You just gave it away. I know the answer. Brady's not telling you. He just gonna show you when he call hype. Like, dummy, I saw that. Like, you would think like, oh, does Brady know we in this coverage? And then when he call hype and throw that bomb deep, oh shit.
No, it's so funny. I didn't think a 2-point difference would really be called hating. When I put Peyton at 10 and the bar for a what? Bro, 2 points? Really? You guys reached
because Tom Brady is not an 8. Because Tom Brady is not an 8 in that category.
Oh my God! I said if Peyton Manning's a 10, Brady's an 8. I'm comparing it to fucking Peyton Manning. If I'm going to compare it to the whole entire league, then I'll put Brady at a 9.
And you still sound like a fool, though. You still sound like a fool, bro. You could get mad all you want. You can sound like a fool right now, bro. You sound like a fool. Yes, you do. I'm gonna tell you straight to your face. You sound like a fool, bro. The fact that you out here, you telling these people in this, you telling people in this chat right now, that you really believe that Peyton Manning was a better dissector of defenses than Tom Brady. Significantly. You said significantly better. The guy that is literally
what did I say? What the hell? And this is why I say you guys
10 to 8. You said 10 to 8.
You said 2 4 points. In my fucking mouth.
You said 2 points.
10 to 8 is significant all of a sudden.
Yes.
An 80 versus 100 is significant. It's 20 points.
Dub, that's a letter grade though. That's the difference between an A plus and a B.
And a B.
Everybody's definition of what we're talking about is different. So you're taking it that way, which is not the way I'm talking about.
If you were to rank them,
that's literally what the hell you just said.
10 and 8 to me is not significant. It's literally this close together.
Dub, time out for a second.
No, it's not, Dub.
Wait.
Time out.
Hold up.
If you were going to rank them, if you were going to rank them,
you
were going to rank them.
Stop drinking that Henny, bro.
Top 3. What's different between?
No, stop smoking weed, bro.
No. What's different between a quarterback that's ranked number 8 and a quarterback that's ranked number 10? Is
10 is a perfect score. 10 is a perfect score.
Is the bar that far off? Really?
Yes.
10 means you have no weakness.
I think talking about tiers. That's not a good like.
Thank you.
Dub. Jay Reezy said do it out of 100.
No, don't do it out of 100. Hold on. Rank. So if you're ranking quarterbacks, picking them apart, right? What you did, the way we're taking it is you said Peyton's 1, Tom Brady's 3. You didn't say Peyton's 1 and 1A and Brady's 1B. And that's where the discrepancies come from. It sounded like you said 1-3 and not 1A, 1B.
1 and 2 is still too big of a gap.
Oh my God! You know what? Then we just feel differently about it, honestly. But you guys are coming like I'm saying that Tom Brady. Oh, he's just not that guy. He's just not on this guy level at all. That's not what the fuck I'm saying. You just putting words in my mouth, J. Rob. Seriously. So don't.
Nobody's putting words in your mouth.
Let's not do that. That's what
the words that came out of your mouth.
You said significant. I never even said
words that came out of your mouth was one guy was an 8 and one guy was a 10. In real life, because you went to school, you got grades like everybody else in this motherfucking chat. You get an 8, that's an 80%. When you get a 10, it's 100%.
Again,
you're saying in a certain category that there is
are we serious right
no
now?
gap, bro?
If you take a question, if you take a test with 10 questions, bro, are you serious? 2 questions wrong? You really gonna bitch and complain about 2 questions being wrong, bro? Out of the 10 question answer. This is why if we go, you talking about going to school, right? That's why they have more than 10 questions.
It's the difference between being perfect and being not perfect.
They got 25, 50, 100s, 150. Don't give me that dumbass fucking.
Where would you rank?
How is that dumb? You called him. You said one guy's an 8, the other is a 10, bro.
This is the problem. This is the problem. This is the reason why.
The man with 7 rings.
This is the reason why it's a big discrepancy. This is the reason why it's a big
discrepancy. And Jay Reezy, if we're doing it out of 100, then yes, it would be a different story.
Okay, what's it out of 100? What's it out of 100?
If you want to put Peyton at 100, then damn, Brady's probably like a 90, 91, 92. What the hell's the difference?
So Dubs. Dub, if I make a pizza, hold on, I got you. Hold on, Kurt. Let me just say one thing. Dub, if I had a pizza, we had pizza, bro. We went to the pizza shop and had pizzas. We both had from 2 different pizza shops. We tried both of them. You call one pizza a 10 and one pizza an 8. There's clearly a significant difference in between one pizza and the other, because one was a 10, which means it was perfect, and the other was 8, which means it could be better. My bad, Kurt. Go ahead.
This is the reason why it's a discrepancy. There's a problem. It's because we're talking about the 2 or 3 best quarterbacks in the history of the game. When people talk about Michael Jordan and LeBron James, and people start talking about all these minute differences in their games and stuff like that, you have to nitpick when you're talking about the top. When we're talking about the top 2 people, you have to nitpick. So I don't know why, you're pretending as though that is not a huge gap when we're talking about 2 of the top 2 or 3 best quarterbacks.
Again, when I'm comparing it to each other, that's why I'm rating it to each other. If I'm going to rate it on the global scale of everybody, then I would be like, all right, Peyton's 100, fucking Tom Brady's a 98, 97. But when I'm comparing it to just those 2 in general, that's the bar for me.
So Peyton Manning is a better decision maker to you than Tom Brady.
He's just better at picking apart defenses to me.
So he's a better decision maker. Picking
Okay.
apart a defense, you have to make decisions to pick apart a defense, right?
Well,
right or wrong?
It's
you
IQ.
have to make decisions.
It's
right?
IQ. It's IQ.
Now it's IQ.
There's more than
Now it's
just
IQ.
decision making and
Now
just picking apart
What do quarterbacks
it goes
do?
into IQ.
Dub, what do quarterbacks do when
So
they
we're
throw
just
the ball?
gonna
They make a
put
decision.
we're just gonna put all of that into one. Really?
That do-rag
Really?
too tight, bro.
Really?
I'm just sure.
So soon it will be a Bonnet. And Tony Vasquez, you're in your bag right now in the chat. Like you're in your bag.
By the way, just want to throw this in there. Tom Brady is not top 20 in interceptions all time, and Peyton Manning is number 9. I just want to throw that in there for our decision maker people.
Wait, no, it's a difference between decision making and picking apart a defense. Apparently, there's two different things.
We just did a. All right, so wait.
There's two separate things. Decision making and picking apart a defense.
Pick
In Dub's world,
right? John. Let me ask you this, right? For IQ, what the hell do you consider IQ when we judge the quarterbacks?
Decision making. But you call
then
it
why
picking
is it
apart
two
the
separate
defense.
categories? Why
You're the one who called it.
Categories?
You're the one who said that.
We
Though.
just
You're the
did
one
a
who said.
wait. We just did a checklist. We just did a checklist, right? Of the whole little quarterback with Dak Prescott and Kyler Murray. IQ and decision making was separate, was it not?
It shouldn't be separate.
It shouldn't be though. I'm not saying it should be. It's the same shit.
Who did you have for decision making?
Dak Prescott.
I'm gonna have to run the tape. We're gonna run the tape and we're gonna figure it out. And if you're not the same, and if you chose Kyler Murray, I think you did choose Kyler Murray for decision making, and you chose Dak for IQ. So we're gonna have to figure that one out. Because
I chose
Kyler
Murray. I chose Kyler Murray for IQ, I think, and I put Dak for decision making.
So why is it different,
bro? We put it down in the categories. You got to make a choice.
Why is it different?
It's not different.
Essentially the same.
First of all, it's a topic on the Dub. It's a topic on the show. I just have to follow the rules of what we're doing.
Why you have two different? You could follow the rules and have the same answer to be consistent for yourself.
I didn't though. What we gonna do about it? I didn't.
You tripping then? You tripping?
I'm not tripping, bro. I'm tripping because you just said that. I'm tripping because you just said Peyton Manning. I'm tripping because you said Peyton Manning is a better decision maker than Tom.
Bro, you just shot yourself in the foot.
How?
Because you had two different answers for the whole same category, bro.
So you're gonna talk about a segment that we did where everybody got to make a choice. So we're talking about. First of all,
you just said IQ and decision making.
This is how I know. This is how I know you just. Dub, I know you want to reach. I know you like to reach to get to your point.
Reaching.
No, you want to reach. You want to reach. No, you like to reach and make up other shit to get to your point. But I'm gonna tell you what
for the stars.
I'm gonna tell you what you said. I'm gonna tell you what you said, and this is where I got my answer from. You said that you said there was a legitimate difference between picking apart a defense and decision making. Because when I said that Tom Brady was a better decision maker, you said, well, Tom Brady picks apart teams better. So run that fucking tape. Let's run that tape. And on top of that, let's run.
What did I say? Tom Brady picks apart defenses better?
You said Peyton Manning picks apart defenses better than Tom Brady. I said that shit of decision making is the same.
With him knowing what's going on, with his ability to do all that, with his IQ, yes, he's better in that aspect. He's better at reading the field. He's better at reading the field. I never said
he's a better decision. He's a better decision maker to you. He's a better defense picker.
He's better at acknowledging.
But Peyton Manning. Kirk just told you that Peyton Manning is top 20 all time in interceptions.
He's actually 8, and Tom Brady.
8. So he's top 10. He's top 10. He's top 10 in interceptions.
And Tom Brady has only played 20 seasons, and Peyton Manning's played 17. So you can factor that in. Yeah,
but you got to remember, guys, this is the guy that says Tom Brady can't win a Super Bowl because he don't got AB and Tom.
What does that mean? Like, seriously, what does that mean?
Defenses pick off Peyton Manning at a higher rate.
That's a legitimate stat to talk about decision making. If one guy for a career got picked off more than the other guy, that is decision making.
The conversation isn't fucking decision making. It's reading defenses, your ability to adjust to that. That's been the conversation.
This how I know. Like, bro, did you play football in like high school or something?
No, I didn't.
That makes sense. Clearly.
Wow.
All right, let's keep going, y'all.
Omaha.
Ridiculous.
Let's
look nice out here.
Let's change to our next topic.
Listen, J.
Lamar Jackson.
Listen, J. Rob's the one not being consistent, which is the funny thing, bro.
Omaha.
No, you're not.
Omaha.
I am.
Oh my God, I'm so glad we got a new slogan on here for when it's time to just get off a topic and go to a new one. Omaha.
Clip everything, Dub. Clip all of that. Everything.
Lamar
J-Rob,
Jackson
you
is
was tripping, J-Rob.
Omaha. Lamar Jackson is entering minicamp at his highest weight yet. He's 220 pounds. The past years, he's usually entered around 205 to 208. Do we have thoughts on this?
He was 212
Yeah.
last year. 212.
That's like he played at 212, bro. It was 8 pounds.
Yeah, they be like capping on them boys' weight. Same thing they did with Najee. Even when Lamar came into the league, he was like 212, bro. Like they take one of them. I think his freshman year in college, he was 205, 208, something right there. And they take it and run with it. Oh, he used to be 208. Yeah, he was a freshman in college. We all know this. We all gain 15 pounds of muscle when we get on that college weight room workout.
Facts.
All of that stuff, bro.
And just get older and become men as well.
Yeah,
grow into our grown man bodies.
Exactly.
And then you're gonna go to camp. He's gonna go to camp too. He's not gonna be 220 by the time the season starts. He's gonna go through a whole camp.
He'll probably be like 215, 215, probably 217, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Really depend. But
I don't think it's a big deal.
And let's be honest.
He's been working out.
5 pounds of working out, like if that's muscle to bulk up because he takes so many hits, that's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad
It wasn't that. He just was putting in work in the off season. So we saw the result of that. He came back. He was looking a little bit more stocky. He put on some weight of muscle. He gonna lose that when the season rolls around. He's gonna be right back to where he played at.
Even if he doesn't, that's scary. Because it's not like Lamar's just gonna get significantly slower. He might even be faster.
Yeah.
And check this out.
Man,
you throw 15 pounds over on a guy like that, boy. Whew. Say that again, Fluent.
I said, what? I want to hear from Ben because I haven't heard his voice in like 35 minutes. What he thinks about this? I like Ben's takes.
He'll only be nasty on his show and IG Live though. He don't never say no. He over here just be quiet. He over here just be like, touch my body over here. He don't say nothing else.
Heard him on his show like going crazy, so I want some of that. Go ahead.
Yeah, Ben, can we get that guy? Can we get your live character on Players Choice Live?
I think I am right now. For real.
Man, shit,
sometimes I be like on a perk 30. I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I be nasty. Like last week I was kind of nasty, you know what I'm saying? But
and the question is this: Is Lamar Jackson coming in like Jamarcus Russell at 300, or are you not worried?
Nah, I don't believe that weight stuff. Like I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that.
Yeah, I don't think it should matter. Like we should be happy that he gained some weight because,
they worried about the wrong thing. I'm worried about if he's about to throw for 4K this year. That's what I want. That's what
I want to know what they're going to give him his extension. Where's that extension coming?
I'm wondering who they're going to sign. Like, are they going to give him some real weapons? Are we going to stop pretending that Bateman is, the one there?
Kurt, I think they're going all in with this Bateman kid. To be honest with you, I think they believe. I think they're going all in with him. I'm serious. I think they think he's their guy.
I don't know if he's enough, especially when I just don't know he's enough.
They still got Devin Duvernay. He's still ain't fully bust on the scene how he should have right now. Andrew
Porsche.
And I'm not gonna lie, bro. Them running backs they got is like really old.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get Dobbins is gonna be Dobbins back. Have Gus Edwards back.
Yeah. So
and they get that safety from Notre Dame.
You got Marcus Williams. You got Marcus Williams now too, y'all. Marcus Williams was a top 5 safety.
But
I don't care what nobody say.
But with that to go along with what Super Kurt saying.
Yeah, man. Was that nasty?
Boils down.
Top 5. Hold on, top 5 safety.
Top 5. I got Marcus Williams in my top 5. He's number 5 though. He is number 5.
So listen, you got Buddha.
I got Buddha, Derwin, Minka Fitzpatrick, and Justin Simmons, Marcus Williams, Kevin Byard.
Kevin Byard?
Yeah. He was top 5, bro. Marcus Williams is good.
Matthew.
You go Matthew. It's a lot of good safeties. Like you go. I mean, some people
That's
say
number one. He got to be number one.
I actually think Minka Fitzpatrick is number one. Minka Fitzpatrick.
I go Matthew, Minka, the boy over there in Denver, Simmons. Oh, Jesse Bates.
He had a down year though, but he turned up in the playoffs. Turned up in the playoffs.
And you haven't said Byron James yet.
He just hurt. I mean, availability. Like it's hard to really just rank somebody that's not playing a full season.
And I'll say the one thing about like greatest safeties, greatest safeties now more than ever is kind of hard too, because every safety don't really play the same role in a defense. You know, like some safeties is a center fielder, but then you got other things like Budda Baker where he'll be in the box, he'll be in a slot, you know, you put it everywhere. So it's like Derwin James is kind of like that too. So when it comes to safeties, it's kind of like what your opinions are, but also safeties get moved in so many different ways that it's like you never know how you're going to rank somebody top 5 because the roles is kind of different.
This dude right here get a lot of hate, but Jamal Adams.
I'm not talking about him.
That's
I ain't gonna lie. Jamal Adams was in New York, bro. He was a Jet. I love Jamal Adams, but I don't think he's top 5.
Yeah, he's not top 5. Like he in top 10.
I don't even know if he's top 10, bro.
That's ridiculous.
I got 10 guys. I'm gonna give you 10. I think I give you 10 guys that I think I might have over him.
But with the Lamar and the weapons thing, though, if he take all that money, he ain't gonna get no weapons. It's just plain and simple.
Yeah, facts.
Like that, straight like that.
All right, y'all. Speaking of taking money, Cooper Kupp agreed about a week or so back to an extension with LA. We haven't talked about it on here. 5 years, $110 million. Also, Aaron Donald reworked the contract as well, making him the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history.
He deserved that money too, every penny.
Keenan Allen on the Chargers. He said every position has All-Pro, Super Bowl, superstar talent. You guys agree?
I mean, what did he say wrong? I mean,
wait, what did he say? Say the quote again. Every position.
He said every position on the Chargers
on his team.
Yeah. Has All-Pro, Super Bowl, and superstar talent. Is he hyping his team?
That's not ridiculous.
It's not
ridiculous.
It's not hyping his team if it's all facts.
Yeah, it's not ridiculous.
You got Keenan Allen, Austin Eckler, Khalil Mack's a monster, Derwin James. Like, bro, the team is just ridiculous.
You got J.C. Jackson. That kid in the shirt, Adderley, could be a Pro Bowler. You got the Bosa. I mean, Mike Williams. You got Mike Williams.
I don't like Mike Williams like that. I think Mike Williams. I think Keenan Allen is the better wide receiver. I think Mike Williams is like a good. I think he's a good like number 2, but I don't think he could really be like that guy on the field. You feel me?
Yeah, probably.
Because once the
jump ball receiver,
I ain't gonna lie, he's one of the best jump ball receivers in the league.
He is, but once the defense is adjusted to him throughout the beginning of the season, it was like then he started falling off, and then Keenan Allen started going crazy.
Do you not like his route running compared to like, is it his route running, or you think that's really more it? Like you think he's more athletic, like he's just more of a freak?
I think he relies a lot on his athleticism, but I just think it's just easier for the teams to key in on him. Honestly, I don't think he could handle like the pressure of being a number 1, because once the defense adjusted to him, because he was going crazy in the beginning of the year, and once they adjusted to him, bro.
What's that other receiver they got? Number 15. What's his name? Guyton?
Yeah, Guyton. I like Guyton.
He's nice too.
I like fast Guyton too. As shit.
Fast. Yeah, I like Guyton too.
We'll see. But that whole team, like, the offense is going to be explosive. You got Austin Eckler, and they could do a running back committee. They got the talent for it, but they will have to with Austin Eckler.
I like Eckler a lot too. I feel like if you could catch out the backfield, you got a lot of value at running back.
We'll see, man. Everybody got that shit. Everybody in the NFL can say that. We feel like we got best team and all them Pro Bowlers on paper.
Right.
Gotta get
I feel like that whole conference, that whole division probably feel that way, honestly.
Facts.
That whole division probably feel that way.
Facts. There's a few other teams that felt like that. Shit, if you really look at it on paper, Cowboys supposed to be in the Super Bowl every year.
Not this year.
Well, a lot of that's due to coaching as well. So, I mean, this is a new coach, so we'll have to see what's going to happen. But shit, if Cliff Kingsbury could sit here and make some magic happen, I'll take the odds with the coach for the Chargers.
But did he make magic happen? Because one thing about being an NFL coach, you got to be a good in-game adjuster. And what did Cliff Kingsbury show you when it's time to adjust?
No, but
the
team was good. That wasn't amazing, but they was good. He didn't mess the team up to make them a terrible team. They were good.
But they gotta finish though. They always start off so great. They gotta finish.
They was a decent team, and they looked like shit in the playoffs. So if we do all of that just to win regular season games, I need another coach. I'm trying to tell you, Doug. Sports is one thing.
But I agree. But I agree with you, Bama. Like, don't even do this. I agree with you with the whole Cliff Kingsbury. I don't even like him like that. All I'm saying, if a guy like Cliff Kingsbury could sit here and have a team with good pieces on this team to be a playoff contending team, I'm not going to sit here and doubt the Chargers head coach with the pieces that they have.
No, I don't disagree. We gotta see that division.
I don't think it's just going to be I don't think Sean McVay just started a new wave of just coaches coming in and having instant success. I really think that he was an outlier, almost like a unicorn, shall I say. I don't think this is just going to be a new wave. Oh, every new coach that come up here and do what old coach in Cincinnati did. I don't think every coach is going to have that instant success. It's just not going to work like that. Honestly, I think that was the luckiest run right there by the Bengals in history. They was riding a 31-year Super Bowl drought streak since Icky Johnson, the guy who started the Icky Shuffle. All my athletes out there that be on that ladder, that speed ladder, that's where the Icky Shuffle came from. Icky Johnson.
Icky Johnson.
I don't think, you know what I'm saying? I don't think this is something that's just finna keep happening. Maybe the Chargers might come in and, hey, you're right, they might go to the Super Bowl. Who knows? But I just really don't see that happening. Just new coaches come in, instant success. I don't see that just happening. Like, it sounds good, though.
I see what you mean, but it's kind of hard to mess up a thing that they got, bro. Like, it's extremely – you're going to have to be a really bad coach to mess up what the Chargers got right now. Like, really bad.
Yo, before we get into our next segment –
They was getting hurt and everything, too, though.
Yeah, true.
Bama, you said, if I'm not mistaken, that the Chargers will finish last in their division.
No. Chiefs. I said Broncos first. Broncos first, 13-3, or 12-5, or 14-3 or 13-4. Then I said the Raiders was second, 12-5, and I said the Chargers will go 11-6. And I said that the Chiefs will miss the playoffs this year.
Super Kurt, do you have a prediction on how that division will pan out real quick before we move along?
I think the Chiefs probably make the playoffs. And honestly, I think the Broncos start out hot, but every year there's that team that starts out like 5-0 and everyone's like, oh, we got to watch out for this team.
And they collapse.
Losing the wild card round. Yeah. The Cardinals last year. They could be this year's Cardinals. I think the Chiefs will get in like the wild card round. I don't think they'll win the division. I think the Chargers could potentially win that division. They're definitely gonna have 3 teams that make the playoffs from that division.
Yeah, for sure. That division is gonna come down to health, and who gets hot late.
Yeah, and Russell Wilson, I am really high on him. A lot of people are not. For some reason, they pretend he's fallen off the face of the earth.
Ridiculousness.
I'm really high on him, but I also feel like that with the Broncos, it's a lot of on paper stuff. And it is his first year with a new team. So I'm going to give him a little bit of, leeway, right? For them to potentially fail because they might.
Right.
Very real possibility.
Yeah, I agree. I think this year, Russell Wilson proves that he's the 3rd best quarterback in the NFL.
I like that.
Not ridiculous.
I like that. That's not ridiculous. That's not ridiculous.
Hey, sorry, you said AFC West and you just called it NFL.
All right, we'll see. We will see.
Hey, I'm checking that.
3rd best quarterback in the AFC West.
Also, too, Tony Vasquez in his bag right now. Didn't they have like an all-pro doctor? Didn't they have an all-pro training team? And ask Tyrod Taylor about that all-pro training team.
Oh, yeah.
Like I say, we just have to see how it go. You'll just be surprised how the littlest stuff can mess up chemistry on a football team. Like I say, it's 11 guys, 22. 22, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of personalities, a lot of egos. Like we don't know. Even the coaches got egos. They gonna have to gel with how he coaching. It's just a lot of figuring out. I don't know. We'll see. They pros, man. They got it. We'll see what happens. Honestly, I don't see it happening. No.
Hey, I said third. I actually really meant fourth. You said what?
You forgot.
You're right. He might finish behind Derek Carr too. He might be fourth in the AFC West.
Oh no, I was gonna say Tua in the MVP voting because that was who's gonna be top.
You better stop doing that shit, bro.
All right, y'all. So what you guys want to do? You guys want to do a draft?
You're right. Mahomes and Herbert.
Nah, no draft. I want to.
You're right.
I want to do bump. Let's do the one-on-ones.
You want to do bump and run?
Yeah.
All right. You guys sure you don't want to do a draft?
He wanted his get back.
Sure.
We did bump and run. We did bump and run last week. We should do a draft today though.
Oh my God.
I ain't gonna lie, fellas. Let's just do whatever is gonna get us through because I gotta take my dog out for a walk.
Yeah, I gotta get going too. We got 20 minutes.
Draft will be fast.
Let's do the draft.
20 minutes.
Okay.
Let's do the draft and say
No.
for next week.
Nah. The draft won't take 20 minutes. Bump and run isn't long.
Yeah, bump and run's not really long as long as we stick to the 30 seconds. As long as we stick to our timers, we might be sure.
All right. Next week we're gonna do a draft. Then I guess chat. Let me get some draft ideas. You guys, let me know what you guys think would be a dope draft so we can get into it in these next upcoming shows. In the meantime, who won last week? Man. Who's the champion?
That boy won. That boy won and logged the fuck off. He said, "Yeah,
I really need to do that now. I really had to leave. I really had to go."
All right, y'all. Well, Ben will be the number 1 seed, and you went against Fluent, right?
No, J-Rob.
Nah, I lost in the chip to Ben.
Got you. Okay, so Ben's the number 1 seed. J-Rob's the number 2 seed. Let's go. Ben versus Dub.
I got about. Oh, I thought I had about.
Oh no. My bad. Ben and Dub will be on your side. Ben and Kurt. I mean, Dub and Kurt. Mm-hmm. J-Rob, Bama.
Bro, why do y'all?
I mean, not.
I want to
my bad. Bama and
Give me Dub, man. Just give me Dub, man.
All right, for sure.
Man, give me J-Rob. J-Rob talk all that nonsense just because he played football. That's automatically fucking valid.
Right.
Get the fuck out.
Check it out. Okay.
No.
Okay, check it out.
Hold
on, come on. We're on a time frame. We're on a time frame.
That comes out of both of y'all mouths, and y'all both play football. It's fucking ridiculous.
So check it out. We got Dub versus Kurt. Winner of that will play against J-Rob. We got Bama and Fluid. The winner of that will go against Ben. All right. Dub, Kurt, you guys are gonna go first.
So how does this work?
I got Kurt plus 1,000 right now. Let's go.
Ooh, Kurt.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you guys a question. Whoever goes first will get 30 seconds to answer that question. It's you against Dub. So he'll choose the side that he wants to, and he'll debate, or his answer, he'll debate it for 30 seconds. Then you'll come, the next person to have 30 seconds to debate it. Then the first person to have another 30 to rebuttal, and then the second person to have a final 30 seconds to rebuttal. And the chat will vote on who wins.
Okay.
All right, Kurt, since you are the guest, you get to choose whether you want to kick or receive. You want to go first or second?
I want to go first.
You want to go first. All right. Dub, choose a question 1 through 6. Choose a number 1 through 6.
5.
5. Kurt, I'm going to ask you this question, and you have 30 seconds to answer it. Who is the most underrated player in the NFL?
The most underrated player in the NFL.
Your time starts in 10 seconds.
Time starts in 10 seconds.
Your time starts now.
The most underrated player in the NFL is Tyler Lockett on the Seattle Seahawks. I'm going to go him. I feel like that he's one of the best slot receivers in the game, one of the best slot route runners in the entire game, one of the best not contested catches, but one of the best deep ball.
Contested too.
We always give Russell Wilson credit for being one of the best quarterbacks when it comes to receiving the ball deep, but we don't always give him credit for being the one that's actually catching those passes and making him look like one of the best deep ball passers in the game. So yes, I'm gonna go with Tyler Lockett.
All right, Dub. First off, make me a moderator. Second off, the time is on you, starting now.
I like how he went with wide receivers because I have to agree as well. But I'm going to go with Mike Evans. I think Mike Evans is probably the most underrated wide receiver in the league. There hasn't been 1 year where he hasn't had under 1,000 yards. He's shown the versatility. He's not just a big body receiver to catch over people. He was using the slot a lot this year, especially when AB and Chris Godwin was hurt. So he shows that he's a tremendous route runner. Could be the guy on the outside to catch over people, and just one of the most complete wide receivers in the NFL. So Mike Evans to me is definitely more underrated than Tyler Lockett.
I can't hear you. You're muted. He's muted.
Dub, make me a moderator.
I muted you by accident. My bad.
All right. Yo, Super Kurt, your rebuttal starts when you start.
The reason why I disagree with you saying you saying Mike Evans, because I actually think that he gets a fair share of amount of credit that he gets. People always talk about those 1,000-yard seasons. They always bring it up. But what they don't bring up is the fact that Bruce Arians has always been pushing a high-flying offense where they're throwing the ball a lot, which was a lot to the detriment of Jameis Winston, someone who was throwing the ball a lot, regardless of actually the passes being accurate. And I think that when we talk about Mike Evans, he was a large benefactor of actually getting a lot of those deep passes. And I think that it just goes to show when you see his stats. But I think that from a route run.
Damn.
Moderator.
That was 30 seconds. All right, Dub, it's on you.
A lot of people do bring up the stats, but a lot of people kind of leave him outside the top 10, which is why he's underrated. With all of those stats, with the talent that he brings to the field, again, I mentioned the versatility with the route running and big body receiver. He's definitely for sure a top 10 wide receiver in the league, especially better than Tyler Lockett, where Tyler Lockett definitely benefited from having a Russell Wilson as his quarterback. I don't know how much time I have left, so I'll just stop talking because that shit was fast for Kurt.
Kurt actually got 33 seconds. I actually let him go a little bit over.
Really? How much did I go?
Yeah,
because I was
you went 21 seconds.
Oh, all right.
All right, y'all. Chat, you heard it. I will let this poll run for 2 minutes, and you guys let us know who you think won. Kurt chose Tyler Lockett. Dub chose Mike Evans. Go vote, vote, vote.
I would have chose Cooper Kupp and walked the fuck right off this thing, and it would have been a wrap. That's the most underrated receiver.
Wide receiver Darnell Mooney.
I like Darnell Mooney.
That's a boy from Alabama right there. We breed him.
You know the question wasn't who's the most underrated wide receiver though. It was the most underrated player.
We just both picked the wide receiver.
I like what Kurt said about Tyler Lockett, but me personally, I'll go DJ Moore or Derek Carr.
Robert Allen. A lot of people don't put him top 10. That's why he's underrated.
But Mike, you can't say Mike Evans is underrated because he's had 1,000 yards since he's entered the league.
As a top 10 wide receiver.
Underrated? It's a few underrated people. You can go DBs. I can go Marshawn Lattimore, AJ Terrell, Tyrann Mathieu.
Go vote.
Underrated.
If you're in the chat, go vote.
Yeah, Terry McLaurin would have been fire. Darius Smith. Darius Smith. Them boys fire, man.
So wait. Does everyone here have Mike Evans a top 10 wide receiver?
Yeah, for sure.
Mike Gallup. Yeah, I like that.
I don't.
Mike Evans is a Hall of Famer.
Leighton Vander Esch.
Leighton Vander Esch hasn't been great.
Mike Evans is a clear Hall of Famer, y'all.
No, but that's the point.
Yes.
When we talk about best wide receiver in today's league, because that's what I was going off today, not a lot of people put Mike Evans in the top 10.
You're saying because we don't talk about him enough. You're saying we don't talk about him enough.
Nobody puts him. Not a lot of people put him in their top 10.
That's not ridiculous.
I feel that. That's not ridiculous.
I mean, I feel like that from a skills perspective, he's lacked. He's always lacked. And also, Marshawn Lattimore owns him So then there's that.
Nah,
right?
we're not gonna do that just because he gets locked up by one person.
All right, y'all.
Every year.
I'm bringing this poll to an end.
Like his
Super Kurt, you got the dub over Dub.
Shout out to Dub for not even making it to the next round of season. Shaking my head.
Yo, I can't even believe it, bro. I just can't believe it. I thought Mike
underrated. I feel like he's properly rated.
But that's the thing, underrated because not everybody puts him in the top 10, which he deserves.
Yeah, but he's hovered around that 10 to 12 range. I feel like that's properly rated for him because I ain't just finna go and be like, oh yeah, he like number
underrated.
7.
Underrated would be like he's top 10 arguably, and people are like, maybe top 20.
Right.
Man, I fucking hate these fucking shits, bro. It's just all of our definitions is fucking different. I guess my definition is different from everybody else. It's fucking.
What's your definition?
I don't think that was a bad take though, Dub, because Mark Evans does not get talked about like some of the better guys.
Well,
I don't think that's a great hot take.
Mike Evans is one of those receivers that gets like super overhated and then super overrated and then super overhated and overrated.
I think he's gotten way more overhated recently than overrated, honestly.
But see, I like Kirk's pick though because we got to remember last week GK was on here talking about Hunter Renfrow was better than him.
Nah, that shit was wild.
Right. You gotta remember that?
Oh,
that was crazy.
That was crazy.
Last week,
crazy.
Wasn't it 2 weeks?
It was a long time
that was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. That was crazy.
Yo, Bama, do you want to kick or receive?
Man, come on, give me that rock, man. I play offense.
Cool. Fluent. Choose a number 1 through 5.
6. Oh, 5. Oh, sorry. 1 through 5? 5.
Yep.
5.
Okay. The question for you, Bama, it's 1st and goal. What quarterback are you trusting to get a TD using their arms?
1st and goal?
1st and goal.
Using an arm?
Using their arm. The question.
Are you serious?
Your
Tom
time
Brady.
starts.
That's what I'm saying.
Tom Brady.
Don't even say nothing else.
There's nothing else you can say. Like
The best pick-up parter ever.
Yeah,
Get the
Tom
fuck outta
Brady.
here, bro. I'm tired of this
Mr.
shit.
Dink and dunk 1 yard, and you think he ain't finna dink that 1 yard for a touchdown? That's what everybody say. Tom Brady, Mr. Dink and dunk, all those 5-yard outs. End zone is 10 yards deep. I'm taking Tom.
Oh man.
Fluent, your time starts
Right now,
whenever you
right?
start.
It's right now?
Right now, today.
All right. Well,
Not all time.
I know
Today.
that's not Russell Wilson because he'll throw a pick. I'm gonna go with Aaron Rodgers, and I'm gonna go with Aaron Rodgers because listen, he is a very accurate quarterback, and he throws significantly less interceptions than everybody, and that's the one thing you want to stay away from at the goal line is an interception. And although Tom Brady is great at picking apart defenses, I know Aaron Rodgers will throw fewer interceptions, and that's super important. So I'm going with Aaron Rodgers. He'll kill you too.
Go ahead, Bama. Your rebuttal.
Fluent don't even want to say that.
Yeah, but he won't kill the 49ers. The reason why I say this is to get you a touchdown from the one. So sometimes you will have to gamble in order to get that touchdown, and you bought it up. He would throw fewer interceptions. Why? Because he does not gamble enough. He's a lot more conservative. So you won't get that touchdown with Aaron Rodgers because he might not throw the ball. He might just take a sack.
I'd rather take the sack than Brady throw an interception. So again, if I have to pick, I'm going with Aaron Rodgers. I think he's just as accurate. He has just as good arm strength. And listen, like I said, I want the guy who's not going to turn over the ball. So if I'm playing the percentages, Tom Brady is more likely to throw an interception than Aaron Rodgers is, which kills the drive. So if I get sacked on first down, that's okay. I still got second and third. But if Brady throws that interception, we done. And it's going back the other way. And I know he can't catch him. So, it might be a pick six.
All right, you guys heard it here. The poll has been posted to the chat. Whose answer are you taking? Bama with Tom Brady or Fluent with Aaron Rodgers? Go vote.
I have to shoot Fluent some bail. This was so unfair.
Yeah, that's why I was just like, that's why I kept asking. I was like, with they arm?
I give it to Floyd though. Floyd definitely explained
Once you
himself.
asked the question, I was like, "Can we go with can I pick a different question?"
Yeah, like,
yeah, that was just he received, bro. It is what it is. That was very unfair.
Of the draw.
That was unfortunate. He picked the question though. In fairness, he did pick the question.
Oh yeah, he did pick the question. Yeah, that's crazy.
Told yourself. That's crazy. I mean, he didn't know, but
Yeah, I don't think he knew.
Yeah.
Fine reaction, bro.
Damn. He getting zapped?
Of course.
No, probably not. Who knows?
64% to 36%. If you're in the chat listening, go vote.
I made the better case.
71-29 now.
He had the better quarterback. I made the better case. Like he just said Tom Brady. Like everyone, yep, he's better. I made the better case, but he had the better quarterback.
Nah, the beginning was.
I don't know though. Because look, you gotta gamble to score a touchdown in the red zone.
In the beginning, yes, but the rebuttal he did say something meaningful with the gambling.
I did light your ass up.
You want to gamble and throw an interception? No,
he's not gonna throw an interception because he top 30 all the time.
Let me ask you something. Why did Eli Manning beat Tom Brady? That motherfucker was gambling, bro. He was
gambling. Gamble with
Aaron Manning
had nothing to lose.
Aaron Rodgers has like career. He has 95 career picks all time. Like he
go vote
5 picks.
Y'all also remember though, Aaron Rodgers did throw Tom Brady 3 picks in one game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he did do that.
All I'm saying is Tom that threw for 30,000 more yards than Aaron.
Tom Brady gave Aaron
goal line. Everyone just picked because Brady's the better quarterback.
He's clutch. He's a clutch. Woo, what? Yeah. I even said I'm picking Brady over Manning. From clutch.
All right, y'all. I just brought the poll
for everything except decision making.
See, and this is where you just yo, stop it, bro. Decision.
I'm just paying my dog, bro. I don't want no problems.
How come you didn't do it like other weeks? But you can't pick Tom Brady.
Nah, we should have done that. I didn't make the question.
That's why I was like, bro. That's why I kept asking the question. I was like, with they arm? Like that's why I was like, oh man.
I didn't know Bama was gonna just grab the low hanging fruit. I thought we were gonna make it. I thought we were gonna make it competitive.
I'm 5'7". I'm 5'7". Why wouldn't I grab the low hanging fruit?
Someone was gonna
do that. I feel that.
Honestly, though, I think he might have picked Jimmy G if it wasn't Tom Brady.
I wish you would have
probably would have picked Tua. I would have picked Tua. Give me Tua for the money.
All right, y'all. We have J Rob versus Kurt.
College.
J Rob, it's on you. Are you?
I'm a defensive guy. I'm gonna defer to the second half.
Go ahead, Kurt. So you choose a number 1 through 4.
1.
I should have won just for not Russell Wilson.
1 it is. So, Kurt, your question is, who's the most valuable player to their team, excluding quarterbacks? Your time starts when you do.
I'm going to go with Deebo Samuel. Deebo Samuel is obviously a wide back, as he likes to call himself, someone that plays both wide receiver and can go in the I formation and run the ball. He was literally running the ball and carrying it just like a running back with no thought about it. And he was producing on a level that is equal to both a average running back and both a high level elite caliber wide receiver. And he can do everything out the backfield. He can run from the A. He can do all of it. So I'm picking Deebo Samuel.
J-Rob, your time starts when you do.
So I'm going to go with Derrick Henry. I think if anybody watched the playoffs last year, you saw once this man was hurt, that offense significantly took a hit from it. And unfortunately, him being out exposed, can't think of his name, Ryan Tannehill, because he played a terrible game, even though his team sacked the hell out of Joe Burrow. I think Derrick Henry literally is the backbone of that offense. And when he's not available, you can tell there are legitimate gaps in that offense.
It's back on you.
I'm not messing with that person at all, because didn't their head coach Mike Vrabel win Coach of the Year for this team not having Derrick Henry, and then them still being able to be the number 1 seed in the AFC when he only played half the season? I don't think that would then make him the most valuable. I think that he would then – it'll be clear that this team doesn't really need him to be the number 1 seed in the AFC. I don't see how he could be more valuable than someone like Deebo Samuel, who literally carries his team offensively. Don't get that one.
I mean, I don't see what's not to get about 2,000 rushing yards. I mean, this guy's been the biggest rusher in the NFL for the last 3 or 4 years. That he's literally been carrying the offensive load in a league where running backs are not even considered valuable players anymore. Everybody thinks running backs are a dime a dozen. And we're in a league now where Derrick Henry is the only running back, him and Jonathan Taylor, who have changed that mode because their offenses are tailored not around their quarterbacks, but around their running game. And with that running game being gone, it was so much clear that even in the playoffs, they needed him, no matter what Vrabel did.
All right, y'all, you heard it. The poll has been posted. You guys let me know who is more valuable to their team. J-Rob chose Derrick Henry. Super Kurt chose Deebo. Yo, J-Rob, you got to unmute yourself.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't mad at Kirk for picking Deebo though, because Deebo get used in 100 different ways. Like that's, I definitely.
I'm surprised none of you guys like picked like Aaron Donald or somebody like that.
I thought about it.
I thought about that too.
I went against it. I thought
about that too. I thought about going a defensive guy, but I feel like the run, like same way with Kirk. Like if you pick a player on an offense that's not a quarterback though, that is carrying the offense, it's like it might show.
I thought you would win Jettas.
It's hard to defend.
Jettas. If you
I could have said
Jettas.
I could have went Jettas. I definitely could have went Jettas too.
I feel like it's hard to defend like a defensive player. Like it's hard to defend removing a star from the Rams.
Right.
Go vote. If you're in the chat, go vote.
I really picked a running back just because of the fact that we live in a league now where everybody says running backs is a dime a dozen. It ain't like they have no more value, right? Nobody wants to pay backs anymore. So that's what made me go with that.
Nah, the argument you said was pretty good because Chris Johnson talked about that on I Am Af. No, Chris Johnson talked about that with Fred Taylor about how these young running backs, they not how they are. Like Chris Johnson didn't even come out on third downs. Like them boys used to play the whole game. Used to just do fractions of the game where them boys come out. That's what JT do. That's what Henry do. You can't really say that for these other running backs. They running backs by committee. So those dudes didn't look at them as like, they look at them as running backs, not to disrespect their craft, but they didn't look at them as like running backs, like what they are. Because if you look back at the day, those dudes not workhorses.
That's the best.
Chris Johnson was a skinny dude. It wasn't like he was like no big gargantuan dude, and he still was a workhorse. You see what I'm saying?
Jamal Charles wasn't a big back, and he was
wasn't a big back. Ward Dunn, them boys wasn't big back, but they was considered
3 down guys,
workhorses, 3 down guys. Yeah.
Like even the Bengals, like clearly, what's their starting running back's name?
Joe Mixon.
Joe Mixon is clearly the better running back and clearly the best guy, but they had Samaje Perine out on the field for third down on the last play of the game.
But if you play, one thing I will say though, if you do play Joe Mixon too much, he'll get hurt on you.
Yeah. No, seriously.
I think he's gonna get hurt next year.
I think with Derrick Henry though, his inability to be able to
catch out the backfield.
It hurts his valuability. It really does, because like they have to sub in Deion Lewis or someone else to come play instead of you. And it also hurts in situations where they can stack the box. Like when they played the Ravens in the playoffs, stack the box, didn't allow him to go for over 100 yards like he normally does. Then it's like, all right, if he can't rush between the tackles, can't run that zone read. Now, what is he for us?
You know, people don't want to talk about how valuable Ezekiel Elliott was to the Cowboys. Yeah. Him not being able to run the ball has affected everybody, bro.
I'm telling y'all, Zeke about to come back next year, bro.
I hope so. I want him to hope so.
He had a partially torn PCL, right?
Yeah, in his knee. Yeah.
I'm saying though, like Zeke might be on some revenge tour next year, bro. I don't think Tony Pollard.
Zeke, my boy.
I don't think Tony Pollard's all that.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
No, bro. I be seeing people that be saying Tony Pollard is better than Zeke, bro. That's when I just
and that's the shit I don't like.
Shit no more, bro.
I ain't going front to neither of y'all boys. I played against Tony Pollard. Okay, I played against.
No, I know he's
crazy.
He's crazy.
Tony Pollard is crazy.
But bro, he's not Zeke though, bro.
No, he's not Zeke. He's definitely not Zeke. But Tony Pollard is crazy, y'all. I'm letting y'all know he's crazy.
No. He 5 for sure.
Most people Most people think Tony Pollard is better, but what they don't understand is the amount of touches that Tony Pollard gets and how
exactly
back. He's
Yeah.
like faster backs are not better by default. And that's
Right.
something that people need to understand.
And don't get lost in them numbers. Just because he's going 8 yards a pop, he's getting a lot of outside zones, sweep. He's getting misdirections. He's not going a lot of inside zone. So a lot of his running plays for less carries is not the same concepts as what Zeke is getting, y'all. So don't get lost in them stats.
As opposed to running him between tackles.
Yeah, look at the schemes. Look at the schemes for sure.
Like I said, man, Zeke rookie year, he was bringing that thump to Cam Chancellor, dog. That's why I say you got to be different, bro. Like you got to be of a different pedigree. Like Cam is not for the kind-hearted, bro. Like
I agree. Yeah, if you could run into Cam Chancellor, you got
Ron, who won?
J-Rob.
J-Rob won for real?
64% to 35.
Wow.
Yeah. How's it feel to I ain't gonna lie, Dub. I don't know what it's like to be in that loser circle with you, bro. We on different levels, bro. There's levels to this shit.
There's levels to this shit.
Bro, I be getting
levels to this shit.
I be getting
Yo, Dub, let's do our own little thing, bro. Me versus you. We're gonna have the fans vote at the end of every show who won tonight.
Bro, you definitely
I'm gonna go undefeated. I'm gonna look like a dynasty on your ass.
Bro, you definitely lost today, bro. You resorted to a low ass bar just because you was contradicting yourself, bro.
Yo, Dub, you went out here and said Peyton was a better decision maker than Tom Brady. You lost.
And again, you're putting words in my mouth. When did I say that? When did I say that? Did Dub say, "Oh, Peyton Manning's a better decision maker than Tom Brady"?
You say he picks defenses apart better. That's what you said.
He reads the defenses better, and he definitely knows and can adjust that better than him. That's what I will stand by always.
Hey,
don't put words, and like I said, don't put words in my mouth. Come on now.
Hey man, come on now. You
just
said
cap.
What you said. Roll the tape.
We can roll the tape, bro. You just capping. And you didn't even answer my question. What do you factor in? What do you even factor in IQ?
Who's the next matchup?
I don't know what Ron is.
Don't worry, Dub not a part of none of these matchups, so you don't got to worry about that.
Wow.
I'll be getting sold, bro. Mike Evans deserved to go up. I don't give a fuck what nobody says.
Nah, that wasn't a bad pick, but he picked Tyler Lockett, bro. Like he way more underrated than him. Like,
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the last round should have been a closer thing than I really just don't see how Derrick Henry is more of important to his team when his team literally just was the 1 seed. They just were the 1 seed.
So who won?
I think they looked at it moving forward because Ryan Tannehill sucks. He doesn't have any wide receivers.
So wait. Who won?
Being said, I gotta run. So be sure to check out Fluent and Chill tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern, and help my boy Chill, OG Chilltown 32. Help him out. He just did an incredible interview with Clyde Drexler that is now up on Chilltown Hoops.
Yes,
Go
sir.
check it out. And I'm out. Peace.
And follow Blurred Lines.
Blurred Lines.
Oh man. All right, bet. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and who's next? Did Fluent advance or no? He lost, right?
He lost.
So who's up now? So it's J-Rob versus Ben?
I think it's me and Bama.
You and Bama because J-Rob just won. So Bama, Ben, I'll let you pick. You kicking or you receiving?
I'm going first.
Yeah, you gotta go first.
All right, Bama, pick a number 1 through 3.
2.
Well, I like this one.
All right. You said Ben's going first, right?
Yeah, he picked himself to go first.
What is the most overrated? Which team is the most overrated team in the NFL? You got 10 seconds.
That's a good one.
I don't have a team that's
Time starts now.
If I have to choose one, I probably got to go the Broncos because are they really a quarterback away? I get that Russell Wilson, a top 5 quarterback in this league, but are they really a quarterback away? Because their O-line is kind of mid. I mean, their defense is great, but you got people like Russell Wilson got receivers like right now with Jerry Jeudy, Courtland Sutton. It's not what he used to have with DK and Lockett. So I'll go Broncos.
Bama, what you got?
I hate to say this, bro. You could say it's low-hanging fruit, but it's always gonna forever be this team. It's the Dallas Cowboys. They just did it again. They get our emotions. They get us. He be like, bro, you know what? Zeke is a top 5 running back. They can be good if they give them the ball. And then we get to the next season. It's always something. It's gonna be something that right smack you like, oh, bro, they not doing what I want them to do to win how we need them to win.
Time. Ben, what you got to rebuttal that?
Well, the Cowboys this year don't have like that same team like they used to have in the past. Because they lost Cedric Wilson, and I mean they got a decent offense and all that type stuff. They still got the defense, but they don't got the same team like they had last in the past years. So I wouldn't say they overrated this year.
Bama?
Again, that's how you know they overrated, because he used his rebuttal to talk about my team. So there it is. Again, they're going to hype you up with the draft picks. They're going to tell you all of this. You even get guys like Micah Parsons. He even buy into it. Oh, the NFL is easy. All of this to what? What was he getting? Why wasn't he getting 1,000 sacks to beat the Niners? You know what I mean? Where was he? I thought it was easy for you. So like I say, until then, until some other team show me otherwise, it's forever the Cowboys. They got to be the Cowboys.
Time. All right, Ron, put the poll in the chat, bro. We got the Cowboys versus... Shit, Ben, who'd you pick again?
Broncos.
Exactly.
You got the Cowboys versus...
overrated, bro. Like, you just forget who, like, oh, yeah, bro, the Cowboys.
Damn. I think it was a good pick. Good pick.
You can check Vegas right now. See who the top 5 teams to win the Super Bowl.
I like the Cowboys. Y'all like the Cowboys, yo.
I promise you, Cowboys will do this. If it's in the top 5.
But you got to think every single season, everybody Cowboys fan, Cowboy Nation is, oh, they're going to win the Super Bowl this year. Oh, they got the best talent. And then they shit the bed every year. And Cowboys fans are the most insufferable. Cowboys fans are the most insufferable fan base of all time, in my opinion. Insufferable.
Bro, they're just allergic to success, bro.
Listen to this. Cowboys is 1. Chargers is 2. Bills is 3. They got the Colts in there. Rams, Chiefs. Favorites to win the Super Bowl. Buccaneers, Packers.
What they got Cowboys ranked at to win the Super Bowl, Bama?
1. And they got the Chargers 2 behind them.
No. Wait. That's how every year it's the same sad story. America's team.
Yo, if you're watching and you heard, go vote. Before you vote, like the video. And before you like the video, subscribe to the channel. And after you do all of that, go follow the TikTok.
Son, I need these MLB picks to come in. Fuck. I've been getting so close, bro. So close, bro. And I'm a hit. And when I hit...
You got to holler at me, bro. I got you.
You know MLB?
I do this shit every day.
For real?
Straight up. I swear to God.
Nah, I'm gonna hit your line.
Hit my line.
Would you be on FanDuel or DraftKings?
FanDuel every time.
I
like their odds the best.
I'll be doing
Hey, FanDuel, if y'all see this, fuck with us.
I'll be doing what's it called? I do really good for NFL and NBA, but the MLB I'm trying to get into, that way I can win some more bread. Bama knows about.
I can't wait till football season start for real.
Bro, football is the easiest thing to bet on. It's all about matchups.
I wouldn't trust your football picks, but yeah, for
you
sure.
Could ask Bama, bro. Shit.
He get lucky.
I don't get lucky, bro. I be hitting, boy, because I know what I be talking about.
I know Doug be like, see, I told you, I already knew this already. I told you.
I do know the shits already, bro. Y'all just be hating, bro. Y'all just be hating because I didn't play football in high school. It's all right. Y'all got some crazy. I'm going to get back. A little crazy ass Jameis Winston take about Dak Prescott, bro. I'll say some bullshit.
I like Jay Boo. Jay Buddha man.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm a fan of Jameis too, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I was
like
too. I was too. But you guys got him on a crazy pedestal. Ron, what's the what happened?
Okay, I
Bama
just
won.
brought the poll to the end. Bama routed Ben, unfortunately. Ben, you always got next week, brother. So Bama versus J-Rob, right?
Deferring to the second half. Give it to Bama.
Okay. Bama will go first. Before we do that, my man Nick Dawson in the chat said, "How do I get on the show? How do you get on the show?" Amazing question. The first week of every show, we do a segment called Bull in the Ring, where we bring a fan on for each topic that we do. We usually have anywhere from 5 to 8 fans on for that show. If you do good during that show, you might get on as a temporary guest. If you do good, you might get on as a permanent guest. You never know. And if you are nasty enough, you might just get on the very next show. But if you want to do that, follow the TikTok, follow the Instagram profile, DM us, and we'll work on getting you on the show in that segment. Aaron Butter said, "LeRon, I'm coming to the Zeke end with the casual sign. If you do that and I see you, I'm dunking on somebody." All right, let's get to it. J-Rob, you chose to defer. So Bama, you will go first. Bama, what question do you? Well, hold on, Dub. What did they choose last question? Which one was it?
Who's the most
Overrated
overrated
team.
team?
Got
And
you.
you
All right,
worded
Bama.
that. You worded that shit crazy, bro. I didn't know what I was reading for a second.
Yo, Bama, 1 or 2?
When they said, "I am number one."
Okay,
It was
for
not
sure.
a window entry. Nobody remembers.
Touch my
Yep.
body.
Yes, that's
All
the
right.
one I needed. That's the one I needed.
Bama, you are going first. Let me get your time together. Here's your question. Your question is, what draft pick is set to destroy the NFL this next season? Your time starts when you do. 5.
No, bro. Let me think real quick, bro, because that's
3,
a crazy ass. That's
2,
crazy.
1. Your time is starting now.
Man, I'm gonna probably go with Sauce Gardner, man. They already talking about it, bringing a different swag to the New York Jets. They already known for having solid DBs and Revis. I'm thinking he gonna follow in their footsteps. His teammate was already talking about him on the pivot, talking about just how freakish that dude is and how he walk around with a different level of swag, and you just see it dripping off of him, oozing off of him like sauce. So I'm going with Sauce Gardner, man. He gonna put the league on notice as a rook.
I actually love that pick because that's the Jets, and I love Sauce Gardner in the draft. So great pick.
So you, J-Rob, whenever you're ready.
So my pick actually is Sky Moore. He was the wide receiver taken in the top of the second round by the Kansas City Chiefs. I think he had the biggest hands in the NFL draft. He stands at about 5'10", same measurables as Tyreek Hill, ran 4.3 in the combine. I think he's going to be put in a great situation to succeed early. And I really love the fact that they're going to put him as just like all those situations that they saw with Tyreek Hill. They see the same thing out of Sky Moore. And this is a guy that averaged 15 yards a catch in college. And so I do think that he can translate well in that offense with a guy like Andy Reid.
Emma, it is back on you.
The reason why I like my pick a lot more solid, you hear a lot of good things coming from him in training camp, unlike Sky Moore, where you hear a dude that's getting more buzz that was undrafted and Justin Ross than it is Sky Moore. So who's to say he might even get featured over a dude that didn't even get drafted? So who knows? But with Sauce, you know he the real deal, and there's a lot of people in that Jets front office real happy about that.
J-Rob?
So first, let me just rebuttal. I love the Sauce Gardner pick. However, the flaw I have with it is that Sauce Gardner is going to be a number one corner going against a lot of the best wideouts in all of football. You're going to see Devontae. You're going to have to see Cortland Sutton and them boys. There's a lot of great receivers in the AFC. And it's going to be a challenge for him. He's never given up a touchdown in college. So what's going to happen in the NFL when Devontae routes him up and he gives up his first touchdown in 3 years? We got to see how he bounces back. I think Sky Moore is going to fit in right in that slot position. Justin Ross has the better story. That's why he gets more attention. But to be in terms of fit, Sky Moore, I think, is a better fit.
Yo, I'm running the poll right now. You guys let us know in the chat and on the poll who won, Bama with Sauce Gardner or J-Rob with Sky Moore.
I do like this guy put Drake London. I love the Drake London pick, but I don't know. I like Marcus Mariota, but I don't know. Like, that's not something I could tip my hat off to.
I didn't see you going with Sky. You caught me off guard with that.
Yeah,
but that's a good pick though. Yeah, and I mean he got somebody amazing throwing him the ball.
Yeah, it's a steal. I just feel like sometimes, like with high draft picks, there's a lot of pressure to be great right now. But some guys, if you get just put in the best situation to succeed, just kind of take off with that baton. And I think they drafted him because Pringle and Robinson obviously are not going to be the guys, and Miko Hardman are not going to be the replacements to Tyreek Hill. That's why they brought Sky Moore in, right? So, but I like Sauce Gardner too. I ain't gonna lie, Bama. That was my first pick actually. But you took him. Yeah. That Sauce Gardner is the real deal, yo. He's a real deal. I knew he was real when I played Alabama. He played Alabama in the national championship. Even though they lost, he played a heck of a game.
They weren't even throwing towards his side.
Didn't even throw. If you look at the coverage snap, I think before James Williams got hurt, I think at the time it was like 1 of 6 against Sauce.
Yeah.
For like 15 yards, maybe.
They just lucky J-Mo got hurt because we was gonna test him. That's a straight track meet.
Why didn't y'all test him after that?
Because we ain't got nobody. One thing I will say, we were struggling in that receiver room. We had our second best receiver was a freshman.
You lost Mechie too, right?
Yeah,
you lost
Mechie got hurt.
Oh,
Mechie got hurt, and when J-Mo went down, Mechie got hurt the week before that in the SEC championship. And when J-Mo went down damn near in the beginning of the game.
Mm-hmm.
So now we relying on Ja'Cory Brooks. He a 5-star, but bro, he's still a baby, bro. He's 17, 18.
Go vote. If you're in the chat, go vote.
I'm just glad we made it that far, bro. We coming back with a vengeance. And we got one of Georgia's receivers coming over there too. He was the leading receiver in the national championship game. But I ain't tripping though.
Texas has something to say about that.
We'll see. They got our leftovers.
I ain't going. USC and Ohio State going to the Natty this year. It's gonna be Ohio State versus USC.
USC might make the 4, but they ain't going to no championship. You already know where it's coming through. Title Town.
Y'all not even gonna make it out because y'all gonna lose to A&M in Georgia.
Man, y'all, you
Alabama
sweet.
Yeah. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I cannot wait to see that Texas A&M game, bro. Because I ain't gonna lie, Bama. Bama, I ain't gonna lie. If y'all lose to A&M, it's not going to just feel like one loss.
Listen here, that game is finna be 7 p.m. at night, bro, in Tuscaloosa. That shit is a wrap. Bring on the lights, man.
Go
dead, man.
Vote.
What's the
this
vote?
Is our last round.
What's the vote on?
What you mean? What it's on?
Like who's winning?
Oh, Sauce Gardner is kind of packing up Sky Moore right now, 64 to 36. But I'm gonna let it run for about 30 more seconds. Hey, Kurt, who's your football team? College?
Penn State.
Penn State. Okay. Them Nittany boys, huh?
I love their coach, though. I love their coach, man.
That's a touch my body school right there.
20 years of it.
20 years.
20
Yo,
years.
hey, J-Rob, that's a song they come out of the tunnel to?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm talking about touching my body playing in the background with the team captain doing the Ray Lewis stuff.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
And yeah, hype. This crowd screaming loud as hell, like, this my shit. Like, everybody like, what? Like, hey, what the?
It looked like Bama got it. Bama got it this one.
Yeah, we're going to wrap it up.
Yo, did I lose in the championship 2 times in a row, back-to-back weeks, losing the chip? I'm losing in the chip.
Question mark?
I'm out here losing in the chip twice, bro.
Bama, victory speech if you have one.
Man, ain't no victory speech. Roll Tide roll, man.
Most definitely. All right, fellas. It's time to wrap up another great show.
All right.
Y'all got closing remarks?
Prim, say bye to the people. Say bye, Prim. Bye, baby. All right, y'all.
Yo, Super Kurt, our honored guest. What you got to say to the people on your way out?
Follow my TikTok. Carson Wentz is overhated, and follow my TikTok. Super Kurt.
All right, family.
Ben, what you got to say?
Always play at your gridiron, man. TikTok. Everything else. Follow me on Instagram, bbet923, TikTok, bbet923.
Yo, Ben, can I get an invite to the show, bro?
Throwdown?
Yeah, can I get
Hey,
bro, can I get an invite? Can I get an invite to the show?
We need to play like a little 10-second snippet, bro. Like our new intro to this song should be "Touch My Body." That should be hard. That should be that just be like a community thing. Like the people in our community would know.
Oh, God. All right, family.
All
right. Yo, Dub, you got any closing remarks?
Son, I just want to go to bed.
Yo,
all right, y'all.
Yo, Dub, make sure you DM me some bonus, bro. You want to get you sized up?
I promise you, bro. You think I'm playing? Brady ain't winning shit. I can't wait till that shit at age like fine wine, like everything I say.
All right, y'all. We will catch you at the same time next week. Until then, y'all be cool. Y'all be smooth.